score next. My J is all net, me and Jada just all next. Getting back on defense, hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Miss you, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. The sturdy or Millie rock like a FanDuel. And that's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
Yo. Nets fans is the best fans. I see you, BC. I see you, Peoples Hernandez. I see you, Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. I see you, Dylan. Shout to BK Network Podcast. Subscribe to my podcast and his podcast. I'm not finna hold y'all. It's late. I'm glad y'all rocking with me. I'm about to throw the link in the chat right now. Wrestling Go Crazy said, I think we getting Derek Queen. Why you think that, bro? Talk to me and help me share this to Twitter, share this to IG, share this wherever y'all want to share it, but help me share it. Yeah, listen, at the end of the day, I'm expecting all of these losses, but I'm looking for bright spots, right? The bright spot to me is Noah Clowney. Noah Clowney is the bright spot. Basically, at the end of the day, he looked like somebody that can become a shot creator, and I could only imagine Noah Clowney. Remember Noah Clowney when he started as a rookie? He wasn't really that good, right? He was missing a lot of three-pointers in the summer league. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have a good start. But the player development from the G League, the Long Island Nets, Scott Burrell was the head coach at the time. He is assistant head coach. He's an assistant coach now with the Brooklyn Nets. But at the time, with Noah Clowney and his development, it was because, I won't say because, but it was with Scott Burrell. Scott Burrell is someone who I think is big on player development, and you see a lot of that in Noah Clowney. Shout to Noah Clowney, because Noah Clowney is playing really good tonight. He had his career high with 21 points. I'm finna throw the link in the chat. I want to hear from y'all, but I gotta talk to y'all about Noah Clowney first, man. You know what I'm saying? He's becoming somebody that I like a lot. Word, a lot. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, 1 second. All right, I'm back. So top 3 pick. Hold on, Wrestling Go Crazy. You trying to say we're gonna use a top 3 pick for Derek Queen? I don't know, bro. I'm about to throw the link in the chat, see how y'all feel. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's how I feel. I ain't going to be here all night, but I wanted to kick it with the guys, man. Shout out to the Nets fans. We the best fans. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's rocking with us through this losing season. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I ain't asking nobody, begging nobody. I'm a Net fan. I done did this all by myself. I had 0 viewers. I had like 2 subscribers, and I was a Net fan rocking out, just talking my Net fan content. I was doing it on Facebook. I was doing it on YouTube. My point is, whether we are winning, losing franchise, I'm still here. Y'all see how Joey talking. Look, win, lose, or draw, we here. Joey BK in the building. That's my guy. I'm keeping that quote. Shout to PT in the building. Yo, what up, PT?
What up, my guy?
You hear me keep to raving about Noah Clowney, man. He had 25 tonight, man. He knocking down that long ball. The next thing is him putting the ball on the floor. Like, what are we talking about, bro? And I'm speaking straight to PT, because PT always talking about talent, and you know what I'm saying. I think he's talented, bro. I think he's talented. I do.
I don't think you be listening to me when I be giving jewels on this show.
Hey, Breeze.
Otherwise,
What up?
you would know I've said the Nets have 2 pieces that are a part of the team going forward.
Okay.
Noah Clowney, Cam Thomas.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Nah. I just want to, because it's not that I like Noah Clowney so much. It's more so the him staying down and showing that the program worked. Not the program, but the G League for us. I don't want to say that we got a farm system now. That may be a stretch, but at the same time, I do
That's what
think
it's
that.
supposed to be, though.
Yeah, posted like we not known for that. We pretty much known for getting injured players, giving them a second chance. But what the G League is showing us is that these players go down there. Noah Clowney, he's averaging probably like 20 and 10 last season in the G League, and he was just getting a chance to do a lot of stuff on offense. But we called him up to shoot the long ball, and he's been consistent. PT, you know what I'm saying? Like really, because I'm about to put the stats on the screen, bro. Like he's impressive. He had. I'm sorry.
Facts.
I said he had 25. He had 29, man.
Right.
Like, shout to John. Everything Brooklyn Nets John on the panel. And I apologize to PT. He did say that about Noah Clowney. I remember that. He shot 5 for 11 for the 3-pointer. And listen, I don't know, anything bright about this team besides Noah Clowney. I like Zion Williams, but he was getting absolutely cooked by Cade Cunningham. Oh my gosh. That was terrible. Shout out to my guy. Oh shit, it don't show it though. He only had 13 points. Well, maybe when I then he was cooking them. He only had 13, 6 for 10. He wasn't even going crazy. Malik Beasley had more points than him. He had the team high, 23. I don't know, man. Again, like I said, I like Noah Clowney, but besides that, man, again, Jordy Fernandez, Cam Thomas, Noah Clowney. Everything else is up in the air for me, man. But
You
talk to me.
you saw a little boogie in Clowney's game too. Like we were just saying, can he get to the cup? And he got to the cup off the dribble from the 3-point line.
Mhm.
I was impressed with that.
Yeah, yeah. So okay, so you think that he could? That's what he working on. That's player development. Just watching what he doing. That pump fake, the defense gotta respect it. Once he put the ball on the floor, I think that's going to be a consistent thing. Is that's what I'm talking about being a shot creator. Let me be specific. I'm talking about the pump fake, that action, and then getting into putting the ball on the floor off the pump fake. The defense has to respect his pump fake. So he's going to get a chance to put the ball on the floor. Um, so yeah, I think that's what I mean by saying that he will become a shot creator because he could put the ball on the floor from the pump fake. But I don't want to be long winded. We got PT, everything Brooklyn Nets, John and Dylan on the panel. For those who don't know, I went from 6 to 10 to tonight. It just is what it is. They said I put too many hours on the StreamYard with the plan that I had, so I had to switch the plan. But we back, we here, man. PT, talk to me, man. What you thought about tonight's game overall? What you think about the Nets, and then just pass it to John after that.
Um, well, first of all, I love these games because I get to evaluate talent. Even right now as we speak, I'm watching Baylor Cincinnati to just look at VJ Edgecomb's breakout game. So I like analyzing players. I like looking at who could be a part of what's going on. This new guy that they added, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name, but he looks all right. We should keep an eye on him, but I tonight just served to just reinforce something that I already believed. Uh, Noah Clowney is a big part of what we're doing. Not even maybe he may not even be a starter, but he's gonna be a net going forward. Like that's two people I feel super confident with this ultra young rebuild movement that's going on. That's gonna be here is Clowney, and he shows you that. He's showing you he must be listening to the pod Breezy because we was killing him for not going on off the dribble for not being able to dribble drive. And tonight he gives you 29, only 15 from three, and he
Mm-hmm.
shows you. And not only that, he shows you defense too. He's active in defense. They just trying stuff. They know that they're tanking. They know that they're trying to find who the real Nets are going to be for the after February 5th. He's going to make that determination. But I'm thrilled because the Nets have a coach. That's for sure. I felt sorry for
I'm
Jordy
thrilled
today.
because the
He,
Nets
he,
have a
he
coach. That's for sure. I feel sorry for Jody today.
Yo, somebody got an echo. That's it to John and
Yo,
Dylan.
somebody got an echo.
All right, let me come back out. I'll come back in, and then I'll go. Okay, I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm
Just
on
to
mute. What's going on,
just to
Dylan?
finish it up, the rebuild, you got to have a coach. That's what make teams rebuild take longer. Look at Detroit. Detroit was fumbling around hiring this coach after this coach, and hopefully finally they got something going with the coach they got now, and you're seeing it's starting to take off in year 3, year 4. The Nets are a step ahead than the Detroit and their rebuild because we have our coach. That is clear. Jordy is the coach. And then now you need pieces. We are lucky enough to have Cam, an elite scorer, and we have this 3 and D center that's a little bit more than a 3 and D center, and he showed you tonight with the 29 points. So I'm happy, man. L, yeah, but it's the process that we're doing right now. I'm thrilled.
Yo.
Yo, I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah.
you.
Nah, I didn't hear the last part.
Nah, I
Talk to
just
me.
said that we as Nets fans got to be happy that in our rebuild we already found our coach. We know that's our guy. We're comfortable there, and we also have two, building block players and that are young and that are dynamic in the fact that Cam Thomas is already proven a lead scorer. And what this kid is showing you is that he's a player. He gave you 29 tonight, 15 from three. It wasn't like it was all threes, 15 from three. And he got to the
Righteous.
basket, got fouls, and he did his thing, man. It's he's only 21 years old. Wait,
Yeah,
he might
Right.
be 20. He might be 20. Oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
he's
He
20.
he's
yeah,
only 20 years
Just
old.
turned 20 a bit ago.
yeah,
Yo,
yeah.
that's
Good.
incredible.
Let's go to John. I want to segue to John because again, say what you want about Jeff Peterson. I won't argue or debate that. But case in point is under Sean Mark's umbrella, we got Noah Clowney, right? So he showed success twice in the 20s in the first round. But Noah Clowney and Cam Thomas. Say what you want about Daron Sharp. I like or dislike him, but for the sake of the conversation, John, is he making that roster next year? I don't know. I'm sure. I think we all sure Clowney, Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? As players, and of course Jordy Fernandez as the coach. But talk to us, John. What you seen out there tonight? I'm big on Noah Clowney. How you feel about
Well, it's kind
Noah
of
Clowney?
it's kind of interesting. Ever since we had that big
And then
conversation about
pass it to Dylan after that.
right, it's kind of interesting. Ever since we had that conversation about trading Cam Whitmore for Noah Clowney, which you and I were completely against, it seems you and I have been pretty validated in our belief in Noah Clowney, and he's really turned it up. I mean, tonight 29 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals, 5 from 11 from 3 point, 6 out of 6 from free throws. Something that Clowney's also worked on as well. Like Clowney had a great night tonight, and he's definitely making a case to be a potential starter. I know if we somehow land Asa Cooper, that could be a conversation. But if you get Dylan Harper, there's no doubt that Noah Clowney's making a strong case to be starting power forward next year if we do that move. So I'm very proud of Clowney. Keep rising, keep building on this. It was a tough night tonight. I mean, when your roster is essentially 8 guys and you're a Nick Claxton migraine away from potentially not being able to play the game, it was kind of building up to that. I mean, Whitehead had a concussion today. Daron had the flu. Ben just doesn't want to play. So it was going to be a tough night, but I got to give Coach Jordy props. In that second quarter, this team actually was fighting back and actually had a lead, I think, once or twice. The fact that this iteration of this team had a lead at all tonight, I got to give Coach Jordy a lot of respect, man. I mean, he's literally putting spare parts together and putting out a competitive product no matter who the opponent is or who's on his team. Mad respect to Jordy for that. But I think, I'm going to pass it Dylan a bit, but I think it's great now that the losses are starting to come back to what they're supposed to be. Other tanky teams are now winning games. We now have the 6th best odds to potentially get in top 4. Like, things are now finally starting to align for us. I know it's been hard on Sean Marks, Breezy, but it's also with great reason, just because a lot of his moves haven't always worked for us. Now he actually has a great shot at, not only rebuilding his reputation, but rebuilding this whole team the right way, and it starts with the draft. So I'm glad that even though competing that first month,
I gotta disagree with you, bro. It don't start with the draft. It start with Cam Thomas, Noah Clowney, and Jordy Fernandez himself.
Yeah,
Again,
I agree. I agree.
I don't want to be long winded. I just want to show you that I disagree with that specifically. And again, I want to go to Dylan, and I want to get to Big
Well,
Priest too.
can I just say this one thing? I agree
But
with you that those are big pieces, but Cam Thomas needs another person. I give Elam so much credit because he was so much on the Cam Thomas train,
I'm
but he
saying the
said
start.
Thomas needs help.
No, I'm saying this. I agree with it. He does, but I'm saying the start. The start is it the draft because of the pieces we have now. You feel me?
No,
Right.
That
yeah,
that's
it's
We
fair point.
have
It's
a
a fair point.
foundation, is what Breezy's saying.
No,
We
I agree with you. It starts with Coach Jordy with the foundation, the program, and if you draft really well this year, you have two core pieces there with Clowney, and then you could build on something. I just hope that we keep building on this. The records keep lining up the way it's supposed to, and we get a top pick. It really does, though, depend on this draft. That's going to set us up the following year and years after that. So I feel great about our chances right now. I just hope it continues. But thanks, Breezy. Dylan, I pass the ball to you, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, it's I've been enjoying it. You guys have known my stance on this the entire time. Um, Noah Clowney is a guy that I've said now for a couple of months that reminds me a ton of an Evan Mobley-like player, and we're starting to see more and more of that as he continues to progress. The career high 29 points.
I'm not Dylan. I thought that was bold as hell when you said that, but I'm seeing the similarities now. I'm not gonna lie.
He's very similar in terms of build, and his play style is starting to get there.
What's
Like
the
he said,
comparison, Dylan?
Evan Mobley. That's like the comparison I see him at. If he was to reach his peak potential, Evan Mobley is the player that he reminds me of. A guy that could be a high caliber defensive player, and a guy who could also put up 15 to 20 points consistently as a starting stretch four. That's
Right.
That's like his peak to me. That's what he
Yeah,
reminds me of.
I want you. What do you think about what PT said about how you know Noah Clowney, he had 29, but he had 15 behind the arc and 14. You know what I'm saying? From inside the paint. I mean, inside of the 3-point line, like 2-pointers or free throws. So, like, what do you think about that part? Him putting the ball on the floor, like, because you said Evan Mobley, and I seen Evan Mobley, and he's good at around the rim, like just back to the basket. He's good, man. You think he could get into that? Like, what do you think about the inside of his game, like the post move, stuff
I
like
mean,
that?
if you add an extra maybe like 10 to 15 pounds of muscle, you're going to start seeing him play down low like Evan Mobley does, which is perfectly reasonable at his age. I mean, he's only 20. You expect him to gain probably that 10 to 15 within the next 3 years.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think overall the Evan Mobley comparison is a great comparison, not only because he can stretch the floor, but also because of the defensive versatility that he brings. I got to watch him play a little bit at Bama, and he even said this in his interview. He shot 29% from Bama when he played at Bama, and he knew that the right team with the right coaching staff and the right training could elevate that three. And we're seeing that now. He's shooting 38.5% from three on 5.3 attempts per game. I think the attempts per game is great for him.
Jawar Howard, bro.
Yep.
Juwan didn't shoot the three, though.
But in terms of
no, I'm not saying he did. But the fact that he played the four, and trust me, bro, he was a college coach too. I think Juwan Howard got something to do with it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. No,
Juwan Howard was a great power forward.
The greatest thing that happened to him is they stopped playing him at center. If they keep playing him at center, they could ruin this kid.
Juwan Howard probably told him to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
Well, so one thing that I wanted to say real quickly too, because if you guys didn't know, I started a Twitter page where I put out some information that I hear from the people that I speak to, and I don't put names out there just simply because it's not that they're not reliable, it's just that they're a little new to the game, so I'm not going to name drop them. But I did just post this a couple of minutes ago, and it's expect Cam Johnson to get traded on this road trip potentially. Right? We play 6 games on the road. I believe the final game is in Oklahoma City on January 19th. Now, if you remember when we traded Kevin Durant, I believe it was actually the day after
to get traded?
Cam Johnson.
Cam Johnson.
Remember when we traded Kevin Durant? I believe it was the day after we had played the Suns in Brooklyn. So, Mikal, Cam Johnson, they were already here. Mark seems to do that at times, especially when it's a deal that is kind of, big in a way.
January 15th, Dylan. When he can
January
trade,
15th
when OKC could trade those kids. January 15th.
Yes, that's when they can expect. Let's see, what's today? Thursday, considerably. I would say by Monday, start expecting to hear more rumors coming out, and by January 19th, January 20th, I think that's when you see the trade happen. Like I
Yeah.
said, we play
Let's
Oklahoma City on the
go.
19th. I
I'm
think
gonna
that they
say
are either going to want to get him.
I
Yeah, go
like
ahead.
the Indiana package better than what was being proposed.
So that's the
Up
other
in
thing though
there.
that I put out there from
you.
who I spoke with. I'll read the exact tweets real quickly, so this way,
Right,
if
yo.
you
All right, so Dylan, after you read the tweets, pass it to Big Priest. I want to see what Big Priest feel about this trade because I ain't gonna lie, I'm shy to it, but it's not my go. I'm
To
shy to trade
OKC.
yeah.
Cam Johnson, man. But
Oh,
all right, let's hear it.
that
Let's
sounds
hear what
moderate.
the trade proposal is. If anything, too, Dylan, you could throw the link. You feel me in the private chat? I'll put it on the screen. I was trying to look for
Yeah,
it, but I ain't see it, so I just put this
I
picture
was gonna
up.
say it's called Nets Press Report. If you look it up on Twitter, it's the
What's the
picture of
title,
my
Dylan? What's the
um
title?
And
was it
OKC lost tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, they
they lost to
did.
they
Cleveland.
lose,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
that
11
I
for
think that
31
trade is
from
going
three,
down.
Pod. 11 from 31 from three, man. They got issues, man. If they don't solve that problem, it's going to bite them in the ass. I'm telling you. They don't
I
solve that
mean,
issue.
if they felt like they were
Sure.
good, because they have Chet, I would agree. But if that's up to Marks to sell it, they need 3-point shooting,
No,
and
no,
they
no. But
Badly.
hold on. Slow it down, though. Hold on. Just because I'm focused on the Brooklyn Nets. I'm talking about us. But to the point, Darius Garland, he a draft pick,
Breezy, I'm
right?
sending you the link on DMs on Twitter, so you'll have
On Twitter.
you can pull up the page if you want.
I do.
No, I was gonna say though, real
I'm
quickly,
gonna see what up. Hold on. So hold on. Darius Garland, he a draft pick, right?
yeah,
All right.
I
Now go
believe he
ahead,
was
Dylan. I
7th
just
or
want
8th.
to. Yeah.
No, I was going to say, though, the tweets that I put out, it's two of them. So the first one is, with Brooklyn's 6-game road trip approaching, league officials are preparing for a Cam Johnson trade to Oklahoma City. That's, again, from what I've heard based on who I speak with. The Nets play
So,
OKC on January 19th. Brooklyn also plays in LA both on the 15th and 17th. I believe we play the Clippers first, then the Lakers. Expecting a trade within that time frame or the day after OKC. And my second tweet was, though not 100%, Sacramento is still in play. Similar with Dorian Finney-Smith, if Sacramento comes in at the buzzer with a better offer, then Brooklyn will move forward with the Kings deal. A bidding war has begun with OKC leading the way. No info on a specific trade package. So that's what I've heard from the person that I speak with. Realistically, you're picking if you're going OKC route, you're picking between two deals, right? You're either going with one of either Aaron Wiggins or Isaiah Joe, and then either Kenrich Williams, or you can either have a Kenrich Williams or Ousmane Dieng in the one deal, or the second deal could be Nikola Topic. Now, if you're going with, let's just say, Isaiah Joe and Ousmane Dieng, you're probably receiving 2 first-round picks as well. If
let's
you go with
go.
So
one of
hold on.
either,
Big Priest, you there? Big Priest, you there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, what you think about these trades, bro? This some talk to me, man. Which like I want to know what you think about these trades. You probably had to run it back. You said man shit. Word.
well, I was
Word.
going to say
Hold on.
the
Like bring
second
that shit
portion of the
back. I
deal.
heard you say like two. Who giving us 2 first-round draft picks?
So look at Oklahoma City though, for example. They have more draft capital than they could possibly use, right? They have
Right.
28 picks over the next 5 years. They're not going to be able to use every single one simply because they don't have the roster capacity to do so.
All
They
right. So
are in
hold on,
win
Dylan.
now mode.
Let's. I want to go to Big Priest, but I want to say this to you real quick. I'm
Mhm.
gonna take it there, bro. They lost tonight because they ain't have Cam Johnson. Basically, they could not stop the.
Well,
They
they
could not
did win
listen. They
15 straight, so they were due. You know, no
listen.
team
No,
can
no, no,
go
nah,
80-0.
Dylan. I seen some of that, and I'm gonna tell you what I seen. When it comes down to a fine-tuned machine who runs better, not just the superstar versus superstar, it's Cleveland, bro. If we talking
But
coach versus coach, it's
we're
Kenny Atkinson versus he better than whoever that guy is.
at the
They
same time
lost
though. You have
that
to remember
game
though they didn't
because
have
of
Chet.
Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. They
I was going to say,
controlled the paint.
yeah. Remember
Them
that they also didn't have
rebounders,
Chet. If they have Chet
rebounding.
out there, it's a completely different game potentially. So,
That's true.
they're in a great spot. But like I was saying, they have more draft capital than they could possibly make work. So the two deals, like I said, was one of either Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins packaged with one of either Kenrich Williams or Usman Dieng,
All
plus
right,
two
hold on.
first
You
round
hearing
picks.
this, Big Priest? Say it to Big Priest, because Big Priest gonna answer that.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
hear
go to
him.
Big Priest
Yeah,
after that.
so that's the first
Go
deal.
ahead.
The second deal would probably be, again, either Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins with Nikola Topic and one first round pick. I understand that Brooklyn's main priority is a
You
young
said they got
player.
all that draft capital while they only coming off one draft pick. We can't get more than that.
Nikola Topic is worth a first. He was a lottery pick this year. So
So,
realistically,
but how? But
trading for him
okay,
is like getting a first.
all right. So, but he an injury play, respectfully, and no disrespect. And again, I only say that to say the injury that he has. How long that's supposed to take for him to recover?
It's a torn ACL. He's out for the season. So
Okay, so it's
he's going to
one. So
be.
it takes one season.
It takes like 6 to 8 months, but realistically, if they're smart, they probably don't play him at all in the NBA this season. And even if he is healthy to come back, he's probably going to spend some time in the G League, similar to Tariq Whitehead when he got drafted and when he was injured. Start him off in the G League. See if they can build their way back up from there. But at the end of the day, if you're trading for a guy who's 6'6", 6'7", with his main asset to his game being his playmaking, that's something that's very interesting. The height that he brings, the versatility that he brings, the playmaking that he brings, he's a very polished player. So, waiting a season for that wouldn't hurt too much, especially if Brooklyn lands 1 or 2. You're talking Cooper Flagg or Ace Bailey now with a high caliber facilitating point guard,
Right.
mixed with
Nah,
Cam
we
Thomas
know.
scoring. So that's the interesting part. Does Brooklyn? What is their priority?
So
in the
that's
draft?
so it's okay. That's one. So you get the first and you get Topic. Okay, so that's the trade for Cam Johnson. So what's the option? The option is the Kings. What they offering?
So what about so you haven't heard about any package from Indiana?
I haven't heard a package for Indiana specifically. I have heard one for Sacramento, which is Kevin Huerter and Trey Lyles plus 2 first-round picks, or there is a scenario where we could grab their 2026 first. So, they can't move that 2026 first because they traded their 2025 pick, which is top 12 protected. So they can't, due to the Stephen rule, they can't move the 2026 pick unless if they get a 2025 pick in return. So you could also see a potential deal where Brooklyn offers up that Knicks pick this year, which is going to be late 20s, to get the 2026 pick from the Kings and an additional first-round pick, probably 2028 or 2030. Because, again, you can't do consecutive years.
So hold on. So the first round for the 2026 pick. How you feel about that, Big Priest? That's tough.
I don't know. See, these deals don't move me.
Well, question before you even continue. What do you feel Cam Johnson's value is? Because I think there's an unfair bias, and that happens every time when you have a player.
I think he's worth at least 2 firsts, and
that's including a young player.
But
Yeah.
both trades have 2 firsts in them.
No.
Only the
they
deals
don't.
without Devin Carter or Nikola Topic. If you're getting
You
one
gotta
of
give me
them,
Keon Ellis, man. If you're not gonna give
And
me
I
Carter,
even-
give me Keon, man.
So-
Give me a
Hold on,
young
hold on.
I've
prospect.
heard
Let Big Priest
so I've
cook.
read
Let them cook. Go ahead, Big
about
Priest.
and I just feel like it would be a better deal, in my opinion, with the Indiana with Naismith, Toppin, and multiple picks.
That's a horrible offer, respectfully, man. That's a really bad offer.
I like Naismith and I like Toppin. So
What about Juice Walker? How about entice me a little bit? I'm taking on 2 contracts. I know the picks are got fine with that, but you give me 2 contracts and not a prospect. I feel like I get a way better offer, though. Just saying. I feel like Paper's got to show a little more metal there.
I wanna know after negotiations what Big Priest want to walk out there with if he even want to trade Cam Johnson in the first place.
My whole goal for this year was to get a better draft pick or get the best possible draft pick. So that whether that includes a Cam Johnson or doesn't, I don't know. I think we should trading away what we have already. Because we basically got nothing for DFS and nothing for Schroeder, in my opinion.
Definitely wouldn't
A whole
say
bunch
nothing.
of second round picks. There's absolutely nothing for.
Remember what Boston did, though. Boston was able to move second-round draft capital for both Drew Holiday, Derek White, and Kristaps Porzingis.
Bingo.
They only used a combined, I believe, 2 first-round picks to get 3 of those guys, if not 3 first-round picks. But point being is there
But
was a lot
Portland
more
basically
than.
gave Drew Holiday away,
But
and
that's what I'm
Kristaps
saying.
Porzingis was leaving Washington anyway. So the fact that Washington could get anything from him for him was a bonus.
Well, that's my point, though, is like, say Brooklyn gets into a position. Let's just say by the start of the 2027 season, somehow the Nets draft a top 3 pick, whether it be this year or next year. They fill out the rest of the roster with the cap space that they have for great depth. Now you're in a position where you have the draft capital, you have the matching contracts, a star gets disgruntled. Say you go for that guy and you have to give up some of that depth. You're now using some of those second round picks to, teams like Portland, teams like Washington, who have veterans that they know they're not going to win with, but they're using to get any form of draft capital back that they can. So that's the position that's great to be in, because second round picks, though they're not valuable 9 times out of 10 in terms when you're using them, they are valuable, though, when you could package multiple of them to grab a guy who's in a team that, just he doesn't fit in,
But
right?
if it's a star level player, 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to grab that
No,
guy with it.
but also remember,
So,
though, I believe we
I
gave
mean,
up.
that's just for role player level players.
Remember, though, I think in the Harden deal we gave up 3 or 4 seconds on top of the 6, 7 first that we gave up. Seconds can
But
they can
if
do some
we
damage as
could
fillers.
have, if we could have, but I don't know. That's crazy.
So all right, so you saying that you'll trade Cam Johnson for first to move up in the draft this year?
I think
Personally,
because
sorry, go ahead.
with me, and this is why, because like I said, I like Naismith. I like how he played the playoffs, and he's young as well, and he's a Geordie guy because he's Canadian, all that kind of stuff. So if they did that with, right, because it depends on how you negotiate it. So if you can get 3 first in Toppin and Naismith, I think that's a better deal even than with Nikola Topic,
Yeah,
because we
three
don't know.
first,
We
How you
don't
gonna get
know.
3 first and a prospect though, Priest? That is
and
overkill, man.
Naismith ain't
and
no
you got to
prospect.
match
Yeah,
the
that,
All
money.
right,
yeah,
bro.
That ain't match.
the
The
only
money is
the
matched
only
with
team the
Naismith
only
and
team that'll
Toppin,
overpay
Cam
But
Johnson.
you
That match.
saying we could get 3 first? I just don't think it's believable.
the
I
only
think.
the only
I
thing that
think.
logically makes sense is if OKC overpays, and even if they do, you're talking no young player, 2 unprotected firsts, and then a lightly, if not highly protected third first. I think that's the only scenario where you see more than 2 picks.
Hold on,
I don't.
hold on, Big
I
Priest.
don't.
We gotta go to easy. But let me ask you this question real quick, Big Priest. If you could get a 2026 first round pick
That is
from
the most valuable.
OKC and one of those players that Bill Dillon was talking about, like Topic. I heard Leaf say that too. So I'm starting to hear more about Topic, but I did hear about
My
Topic.
thing is, you already know what my
But if
feeling is.
you want to,
I want Dylan Harper as my point guard, so I don't want Nikola Jokic. I want Dylan Harper as my point guard.
So here's the thing, right? Indiana, the problem is that you would be getting back 2 guys on long-term deals, and
Right.
you're also looking at a team that I don't believe they can trade their 2026 first, if they even have it. I don't think they have it. So right now you're looking at OKC as the prime real estate of who you want to do business with.
Or
They
Houston.
Well, so that's the thing. They are not making a move until
No.
Kevin Durant or Devin Booker request a trade.
Right.
They
That's right.
have
That's right. That's right.
they have the 3 picks that Phoenix could use to not be in,
Yeah.
you know,
Not be in
purgatory
shit
for 10
water.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
don't expect Houston to jump into this. I would say the main 4 teams as of this moment in time, OKC is in the lead, Sacramento's second, and then you could probably put at 50-50 odds between Orlando and Indiana. I think those are the 4 main teams right
But
now
I don't want any
that
of them
are
Orlando pieces either. I don't know.
so
Because I'm trying to
Indiana.
think it for this year and
Yeah,
next year.
Indiana personally is my least favorite. I think OKC is by far the best. They have the
Right.
Houston Clippers swap in 2026, which would be highly valuable, especially if the Clippers fuck up whatever they have going on for them. And then they also have a 2027 top 5 protected Denver pick. That pick is potentially very valuable, especially if they're not able to improve the roster. With them being above the second apron, it is causing a problem for them to improve. So, OKC is the team I'm doing business with. They also have
I mean, I get it, but I'm just not as high on the OKC pieces as y'all.
Well, can I just say this?
I think
The
the main
pieces don't matter
priority.
to me.
I was going to say,
Well,
I think the main priority right now is landing a 2026 first. We have one, which is our own. And at how we played this year with the dog shit team that we've had, no offense, but it is a bottom 5 team on paper in the league. It is almost more valuable to get the 2026 additional first than it is to grab a younger player, because like you guys said, a lot of us want Dylan Harper over a guy like Ace or Flack. We've all kind of come to agreement on that. We think Dylan Harper is the best fit, especially around Cam Thomas.
Not me.
Not PT, but
okay. But large majority feels that way as of right now.
Have the argument respectfully have the argument. I'm here for it.
Yeah,
but we gotta go. Hold on. We gotta go to Easy first. Easy, you know what I'm saying?
My boy Easy with it, homie. What up
Easy in
with
the
it,
building, you know what I'm saying? I want to get into some shit with Easy too, man, because he be reminding me about mixtapes, and I mean, probably get into some mixtape shit with him. But Easy on the panel, man. Shout out to Easy, man. What's good, Easy?
And
How
real
you doing,
quick,
man?
everybody, prayers up for California. They really going through it right now.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Fires are really tough.
No, that's
Go
a
ahead,
fact.
Easy.
No, that's a fact. Yo, what up, family? Yo, what up, Next World? Yo, everybody, what's good, panel? What's the word?
What's going on, bro?
Easy.
Yo,
Yeah,
quick. If you want to know about music, yo, shout out to my dog Big Priest. Yo, my boy was putting in work the other day. You feel what I'm saying?
They was hating on Easy.
I don't. What y'all
hating. That was a hip hop playlist battle, and my shit was fire. But Southern people, they don't understand it.
I still can't believe no Vaseline loss. I can't believe that shit right there. I'm still thinking about that right there, yo.
No Vaseline loss, Bad from TV loss, Triumph from Wu-Tang loss.
I can't believe that shit.
Jadakiss Wide loss. I mean, them people in the South don't understand music. But go ahead, Easy. Do your thing.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it all the way to being. Y'all was having a good conversation. I don't want to try sidetrack that shit. I mean, yo, real quick, pull right back up to the last conversation I have. Use my time, talk about that trade, cause y'all was having a good conversation right there. I want to hear more about that. I ain't got shit to do. My shit.
Who do you want to start off?
Yeah.
All right. So basically, what I'm saying
I'm
is,
finna back out and just let me right back up.
All right. What I hear from what I've heard, because I've been all ears listening to Big Priest Dylan and you know what I'm saying, the rest of the panel talk about this trade and knowing the dates and having the sources and all of that stuff like that. For one, I just gotta say this. For one, Cam Johnson, let me just give you your flowers if you do get traded. I ain't think you was gonna hoop like that because last year that I said that you know what I'm saying you was gonna be a top 2 duo, and you know what I'm saying fans like LM don't let me forget that shit. So you know what I mean?
Me neither, nigga. Me
Yeah.
neither. Nigga.
Breezy, you want to hear?
Yeah, hold on. Now I gotta
look how
do
you
this.
flip flop on your words. Now he balling now. Now he balling.
I didn't flip flop on it. Hold on,
Which
that's
one
what I'm
is it
saying.
now? Which
Hold
one
on.
is it now?
Breezy's a twinner. Breezy's a twinner.
Which one is it now?
Hold on. Listen now again.
No. Which one is it now? Because this man likes to call people out, but then he start flip flopping. So which one is it now, bro? You like calling people out, but we catching you flip flopping.
Damn, Easy.
Nah.
Like what do you
bro. You like calling people out, bro.
What you mean?
Wow.
What you mean? I'm calling myself out. I'm saying that.
Call yourself out 2 more times, nigga. Call yourself out 2 more times.
Let me say what I was going to say.
Breeze, you want to hear something crazy? On October 21st, I put out a post of my top 5 Nets hot takes for the season. And though a portion of this is wrong, this is the exact prediction. It says Cam Johnson starts off the season strong, averaging almost 20 points per game, leading to an early season trade before the end of December. So far, he's averaging damn near 20. Of course, the trade didn't happen at the end of December, but we're getting closer to it. So, like I said, I had that, and I also had the Bucks being top 18 in terms of draft picks, and that's still a possibility if Giannis goes down. But back to you.
Top 18?
Top 18. Well, I mean, right now they're at 20.
They're barely
They
over
were
500
in the top
easy.
5 to start the season. You know that
Yeah.
they are
I
they are a
mean,
Giannis injury away from being a high lottery pick because I
From
don't
us
think you can
being
get.
worried, that we're gonna lose the pick because it's top 4 protected.
Well. I mean, realistically
That's
though,
how they're close to
with
that.
how the bottom 7 teams are, they wouldn't probably get ahead. They wouldn't get further down than 6. I would say like 6 or 7 if Giannis goes down. But again, Giannis tends to go down the last month of the season, so I wouldn't worry about that. But even if he does, that him going down for a month could be the difference between picking at 20 and picking at 11. You know what I mean?
I
it's
don't.
So
I don't think they've
Woo!
already lost Middleton. I don't think they can lose Lillard either.
yeah,
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on.
if one of Lillard or Giannis go down, they're going to be a potential top 14 pick.
they could
Hold
still
on, hold
afford
on,
to float
hold
with
on,
you.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't. Hold on, I wasn't even done. What I was saying was, yeah, I took the Heat. Y'all wouldn't let me forget it. And at the end of the day, I was half right. You know what I'm saying?
What the
Like,
fuck is going on, bro? Ain't no
bruh,
way I'm in
Whoa!
Ain't
hold
no
on.
way in the
All right,
fucking
so
world,
hold on.
bro.
So hold on. You trying to tell me when it come down to the small forwards, when Cam Johnson is healthy, small forwards in the Eastern Conference, bro, he not at least in the Eastern Conference, he not like a top 10, bro. He's shooting the best percentage in the entire league.
This nigga said top 10 like there's not 15 teams on the fucking East, bro. So what we saying, bro?
Yeah, all right, top 5.
Oh my Jesus Christ, yo.
He's
He
not
Oh
top
wasn't.
my
5,
God,
Breezy.
bro.
He
Just
wasn't
leave
top
Breezy,
the
if he
5.
was
steak
top
alone
5, we would be in
sometime,
the
bro.
playoffs.
Leave it on the plate, bro. Don't
Nah,
eat it,
he.
bro. Just leave it on the plate,
So
bro.
hold on. So who's
He might be
so
11.
who's better? And when he's healthy, who was better than him so far this season?
What?
Who
A
was
Everybody.
power
better than
forward, you mean?
No, hell no. At small forward.
Oh, small forward.
He was
Wait, what are we
damn near
talking about?
playing
Sorry,
us
I
into
stepped
the
away
Is
for a second.
playoffs.
Does Brandon Ingram pay the 3 or the 4 of the Pelicans? Is he a,
Please,
he a
Please
3,
say
right?
Come on.
Plays
he's
a 3.
better
I
than
would say
Brandon
Johnson
Ingram
has
too.
played better than Ingram this year. I'll give him that. I'll give
He was
Johnson that.
playing better than Brandon Ingram too. Who
Yeah,
else?
I'll give you that.
Middleton
Wait,
just got
hold
You
back.
on.
know what's
Question: What
funny?
are we talking about
Y'all
there?
said that
How good
if
Cam
or
Johnson was playing, and like
I
who
think
was he
it was
better?
that
I said,
PT that said that if he was top 5, we would be in the playoffs. Before
mm-hmm,
they started trading away all the pieces, he was damn near playing us into the playoffs.
mm-hmm.
And
That's
this is
fair.
while Cam Thomas was hurt.
We had a winning
That's
record,
fair.
bro. I
All
think
right.
we
So
had a winning record
let me read you the list, Breezy, and you tell me who Cam Johnson is better than,
when he
right?
healthy. Yeah,
And small forwards in the
this
East,
season specifically.
right?
Here we go.
So Jimmy Butler,
Yeah,
Better. I want
Yes.
Cam over him.
Yes.
okay. Jason Tatum,
no.
No.
He's supposed to
Franz,
be a
Va-
Brooklyn net. Fuck
Who?
Billy King.
Who the third? Who the third player?
Franz, Va-
They
Franz
wouldn't even
Wagner,
have drafted him.
Franz played really well this year, so no. Franz played really
Yeah, I
well
would
this
take
year.
Franz over him.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson.
No, I'm
Nah,
taking Cam over Jalen
Johnson's
Johnson.
played really well,
That's
man.
crazy.
I'm
That's
taking
I gotta
Jalen.
give
crazy.
What
Jalen
Johnson
the
Johnson
credit,
is
man.
hell?
20
I'm
and
Breezy?
10.
taking.
Did I
Jalen
just hear
Johnson's
you?
one of the rising stars in this league, man.
Yeah, I know
Absolutely.
that, and I'm
Cam
in. Hold
Cam
on, hold
Cam
on.
Johnson
I'm
is
in Atlanta,
28.
and I know that. But Jalen Johnson is an athlete. But Cam Johnson shooting and his savvy,
He's
I like his game better. That's
Jalen
just what I
Johnson's like in the
prefer.
early
2010.
Jalen Johnson's in like the
No.
early
He's a
stages of a
double
Paolo
double.
Banchero type player.
He's a
All
triple
right, all right.
double.
Who's next, Pod? Give us somebody else, Pod. This is
We
fun. This is
agree
gonna
to
be fun.
disagree. I just said I
Yeah,
like Cam
yeah.
Scotty
Johnson
Okay,
Barnes.
game better.
okay.
Scotty Barnes.
Don't you dare.
Nah, I'll take Scotty Barnes.
Thank
What you
you.
mean?
Miles,
Don't you dare? What you
Miles
mean?
Don't
Don't
you
Bridges.
dare,
However,
I
bro.
like
Don't
Scotty
however,
you
too, man.
dare.
however, to clean this up real quick. However, Scotty Barnes with all this talent and what is it? Potential. His team sucks ass. Cam
Which
Johnson
is
is playing
crazy
us
because
into the
that team
playoffs.
on paper is not worse than us. It is not a bottom 5 team. You got
No,
IQ,
Yo,
they're
Scotty
yo,
taking
bro.
our
Barnes, and
Giannis.
Hold on, wait,
Exactly.
Hold on. Can I say,
Exactly. Exactly.
Before the
That team
season
on
started,
paper is not a
Yo,
worse
Jay,
team
what's
than
going
us.
on, bro?
that
what's
team on
good,
paper
bro?
is
Hold
a
on, Jay.
Because
playoff team.
Go ahead,
I
Jay.
gotta keep
Hold
saying
on,
this
big
shit,
piece.
bro.
Go ahead, Jay.
Because before the season started, y'all told me how ass this team was gonna be. And if they did not trade Schroeder, it wouldn't be how it is now. It took for them to
Yeah,
make the
you're right.
move, and they're gonna have to get rid of. It's gonna have to be a whole lot of getting rid of niggas or keeping niggas from playing. Because the only reason why we losing now is because Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, everybody who's fucking good ain't playing.
All right, we already got
Now
6
it's not
small
like we go.
forwards. Let's
Now if
finish.
y'all telling me
I
we
want
was
to close
starting.
this
Nah,
nigga out.
whoa, nah, PT, let him talk his
Wait,
shit. Go ahead, Jay.
if
Talk your
y'all
shit.
telling me that we was starting the team that came out there tonight every night, then I would believe y'all
Oh
and say,
my
yeah,
God,
we are
you're
bottom
replicating the
5.
12 and 70 team.
Yeah, we
Nah,
are
yeah,
bottom
we
5.
bottom
We
5.
all that. If that's
We
what we
bottom
starting.
5.
But as
I
long as
don't think you
Cam Thomas
understand
on
the
this team,
effect.
Cam
Let
Johnson,
him talk. Let him
bro,
get his
y'all
shit off.
niggas bugging. We are not the worst team in the league.
Yeah, we are.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Go
we
let
are.
him. Go
Not
ahead.
with
Jay,
not.
talk his
Think,
shit.
No,
think
we're
about
not
it.
the worst
Let
team in
Jay.
the league.
Let
We're
Jay
not
Wait,
even
talk
wait.
his
close.
Think,
shit.
That's
think about it this
Jay,
way,
Washington
though.
talk his
currently.
shit.
That's
Hey,
Washington.
yo, we
Yeah,
ain't trying to.
I'd rather
Yo,
have
hold.
I'd
Nah,
rather have
y'all,
Washington
y'all
Let
four.
Jay
assets.
finish, bro.
Nah,
Let Jay finish.
y'all 4v1 on my guy Jay, man.
I was
Stop.
just trying to ask a question.
Hold on, let him get his shit off
No,
though.
nah,
Like
Dylan
y'all.
could go because I was talking to Dylan personally because we was having a
Okay.
conversation
Oh,
before
shit.
the season started and he was telling me how ass he is and I was
Yeah,
like, I
Breezy,
just
stop trying to
don't see it,
silence
man.
me.
No,
I was like, I
no,
just don't see
Jay.
it, bro.
Jay, I'm
Yeah, go
telling you
ahead.
right now, the Nets are terrible.
I know y'all had this
The Nets
conversation.
just
Right
Yo, bro,
this
you
now,
this
saying
team
that,
this season,
but no, Pa, I don't want to hear it
this
from you, Pa.
season you got
Pa, hold on.
6
Pa,
teams that have
Breezy
Pa,
lady,
under that
Pa,
Breezy.
don't have
Pa,
double
Wait, wait,
digit
wait,
Pa,
let
wins.
Jay
Wait,
Pa,
finish.
let
Let Jay
Jay
finish.
Dillon finish this,
I,
guys. Let Jay
I,
Dillon finish
I
this.
can't hear it from you, Pod, because you told me the team was ass before,
It
and then
is,
you were so
believe me.
mad that, oh wait, you was the one so mad we was winning games. You're like, we winning.
I
Why we
I
winning?
know
Facts.
because we
I was a
Tight.
part of
I'm
that
Yo,
tight.
this is
All
the
discussion.
right.
most
Facts.
So
hype
look,
Jay has ever
no,
been on your
let me
show,
finish.
Breeze. This is
If y'all niggas
wild.
gonna be tight, if y'all
Yo,
niggas gonna
let
be
him
tight
finish.
that we,
Nah,
if y'all
Jay
gonna
got
be
the big screen, man. Jay got
if
the
y'all
big
gonna
screen.
be
Go ahead,
tight,
Jay.
if y'all gonna be tight that we winning the game, y'all can't say, oh, we the worst team, we so ass, we supposed to be losing. We wasn't winning. And the
No, we
reason
are
why,
supposed to be losing.
and no, I feel you. We are supposed to be losing, but if we're winning, the team ain't as bad as it look on paper, is what I'm saying. Fuck paper.
Well, hold on. The Utah
not.
Jazz 2 years ago started the season off like 6 games above 500, and then lost like 45 out of their last like 58 games or some shit.
Did
On
And
purpose.
then they
who did they trade on purpose to lose?
they
nobody. They
did.
still no.
They
They
got
they
rid of people.
Fuck you.
Yo, bro, and
Yo,
that's what I
hold
told
on.
blamed
No,
on
that
hold on.
Y'all
last
remember
thing,
that
Breeze.
before they made
Last
that
thing,
trade
Breeze.
with the
Hold on.
Lakers?
Last thing, Breeze. Last thing,
Time
Breeze.
out.
This
No,
is what I
hold on.
told
Jay
you.
got the chat. Go ahead, Jay. You got the
Thi-
chat. Jelio and Scam likely saying
This
you're
this
right.
is
Go ahead, Jay.
this is what I've been telling y'all from jump. Like, yo, we gonna see what the direction of the team is. If we start winning more games than we supposed to win, and they trade whatever is making us good, they're gonna trade that shit. Then we know that they in it for the tank. And I hear y'all, but these players on the team ain't as bad as y'all saying they is, especially the ones that's hurt right now. Because if
So
we
can I
got
ask you a question though?
Okay, look at how they look in the
non-offensive
teams that they're
rebounds,
at
they
right
better
now.
box them out.
Talk
They
to
Wait,
better
him.
box them out. And the
wait.
only reason,
Hold
Yo,
on.
look
Because me
look
and him
at
were
their
supposed to be
stat
talking.
line
Let
at
me
look
ask
at
the question though. Me and him were
look at
supposed to be talking.
Schroeder's
Let me ask
stat
the
line
question.
go ahead,
in the
go ahead, go ahead,
Lakers.
bro. Go ahead, bro.
Who again? Be unbiased and again take in accolades, how they play. Who's the better star, Cam Thomas or Larry Markkinen? Remember,
Cam,
Markkinen's been an all-star.
Cam
Please don't be
Thomas.
biased. Please don't be
Cam,
biased. He's been an all-star.
Cam Thomas.
Please don't be
Cam
biased. He's
Thomas
been an
ain't
all-star.
better than
CP.
He's been an
Larry
all-star.
Markkinen.
Oh my
Please,
goodness.
please don't be biased. He's been
Yeah,
an all-star.
listen,
So hold
you
on,
can call me
Marketing.
biased.
How
You
long?
can
How
call,
long Marketing been in
look,
the league?
Markkinen's been in the league
Larry
like 6
Markkinen
years, I
is
believe.
better.
you can call me
Larry
biased if you
Markkinen
want.
is better.
Marketing's never made the playoffs,
Marketing
though,
is
man. That's
not
crazy.
marketing is not better than Cam Thomas. Marketing cannot score like Cam Thomas. He's just a
Mm,
taller guy that can get
mm,
box in the paint. That's it.
But, but,
And an
but,
NBA
but,
All
Oh,
Star.
Jay,
but,
man,
let's see how many
destroy
rebounds he
Laurie,
got.
man.
Let's see how
Ouch.
many rebounds he get.
Ouch.
but, who has an all-star? Larry Markkinen or Cam Thomas?
Cam, who's been playing behind KD? Larry Marketing or Cam Thomas? Like,
Point
Facts.
being,
like,
point being,
bro,
He
Larry
became
Markkinen has
a
been an
star
all-star.
on
Wait, let
Utah,
Dylan finish.
not nowhere
Let
else.
Exactly,
Dylan
but
finish.
that's
bro.
my point. He
If
was a
if
star
Cam
on a
Thomas was on the
team, and
Jazz, he'd have been an All-Star too,
he's on the Nets
Facts.
right now. Come on,
bro.
let's be real.
All right, bro.
You know what I
That's the
mean?
Jazz.
Like,
That's the Jazz, though. That's different.
but we're still a bottom 5 team. He should be an all-star. No, the only reason why he's not is
No, the
one,
only reason
health.
why he's
2,
not
because
is
he doesn't
because
have. No, because realistically, if you look at Cam Thomas's stat lines, he's not an all-star. He scores. He doesn't
nah,
have the
if
playmaking
he would
numbers
have
or the
That's
if he would have
rebounding.
crazy.
never got injured,
That's
if he would have
crazy
never got
saying that
injured, he was in
Jay,
All-Star talks
come on
before he
now.
got injured.
Hold hold on. So you're
No, he
taking him.
was not.
So you're taking him as
People
an
were
all-star
saying that
over
before
Trae
he
Young.
got injured, bro. He was averaging like 25. Go ahead.
Are you taking him as an all-star over Trae Young?
Over Trey? I
No.
don't know. I don't.
Over Donovan Mitchell.
I like me personally. I like his game better than Trey because Trey is a pussy. And
we is
Trey averages like
What
22
the
and
fuck?
11.
Pussy.
Trey averages 22 and 11, bro.
like, I like his.
Thomas hits that second stat
I
line.
thought you would.
I
I
like-
thought you
I
would
like
give
his
Trey
game
love the way he
better.
do them tangerines and then roll
No.
dice in the middle of the court.
No, I like that. I like
Hey,
that. I like that. But when I say
Mike,
he a
he's
pussy,
not
I mean
pussy,
like
yo.
he one of them dudes that shy away from contact because he's small. Cam Thomas ain't gonna shy away from that contact. He gonna go get that.
Yeah.
Like
the point to
I
what
like
was
his
trying
game
to
better.
say-
I didn't say he's better than Trey.
So
though.
who?
The point that I was trying to say,
I ain't say he's better than
based
Trey. I like his game better.
The
Right,
point that I
that's
was
the
trying to
difference.
make.
That liking the game better and saying that he better at playing.
Because he is nowhere near
players,
Trey Young.
different things.
Y'all bugging. See, this is
No, I'm
this is where
listening.
y'all
I
be.
get what Jay's
No,
saying. I
he
get
is
what
somewhere
Jay's saying.
near. Don't say nowhere near. You're bugging, bro.
Hold on,
And that's
slow
what I'm saying.
down.
No, Trey
He's not
Young
somewhere
carried the
near.
team all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals.
He did do
Here's
that.
a better question: Is Cam Thomas better than Bradley
Exactly.
Beal? I
Trey
think
Young
that's
Yes,
a way
wait,
better
wait,
comparison.
wait,
Is
hold
Thomas
on.
better than
No.
Beal?
Hold on.
Let's go to easy.
What do you mean,
Let me-
though?
let me-
Whoa,
let me-
slow down, Priest. What do you mean? Is
Let me
Thomas
finish
not
here
better
for
than
a
Beal?
second.
What has Beal done
Let
with
me
the
finish
Suns,
here for a
man?
second.
Hold on, yeah, hold on.
Let me finish
Easy.
here for a second.
Right,
New
we're gonna go
Orleans.
to easy. After Dylan, go to easy.
I'm looking at the top 5 teams right now. It's the Wizards, Pelicans, Raptors, Hornets, and Jazz. As of right now, just based on me, Larry Markkinen is better than Cam Thomas simply because he has an All-Star game. LaMelo Ball, better than Cam Thomas.
I be
Scotty
going on
Barnes.
the eye test, bro.
Scotty Barnes.
LaMelo Ball is the only one that I would say is clearly better than Cam Thomas that you
hold on.
named out
The
of order.
Pelicans are the second overall
Brandon
pick
Miller
right
is
now.
better than Cam Thomas.
Yes.
It's
Man,
about
Brandon
the
Miller's
same.
not that
Yes.
good, bro.
I would say it's about
Nah,
the same.
he's a double-double. Brandon Miller is better
Brandon
than
Miller is better than Cam Thomas, bro.
Bro,
I
Can
would
we
say
stop?
it's
Yes.
very close.
Bro,
I would say
Yes.
it's very
Brandon
close.
Miller
It's
is
not
not a
very
bucket
close.
like Cam Thomas. Like he's not.
Yeah, but the
Man,
league.
Yes, he is.
we just go
He's
He's
crazy
not a
over
bucket.
our
No, the fuck
guys.
he's not, bro.
Okay,
Y'all
so
bugging.
point being,
Come on, y'all. We gotta be realistic, bro.
No,
When did
no,
Brandon Miller score
no,
43
no,
times
no.
back to back?
No, time out.
When did
time out,
Brandon
time
Miller
out,
score
hold on.
43 times back to
Time
back?
I'm
out.
Tell
saying
me.
there's a
Time
lot
out,
of
yeah.
Laurie
Time out.
Markkinen probably ain't do it
No,
neither.
scoring
Don't
doesn't have
don't
everything
Sean
to be
Kilpatrick
basketball.
own some
hold on.
records
Time
too?
out. Time
Wait,
out.
can I just finish?
No, hold on. This.
Motherfuckers are yelling. I'm trying to whisper.
Nah, I'm yelling. I hear him yelling because I'm hyped. I'm hyped out here, Dylan,
Yeah.
because they trying to say my son Cam ain't that dude just because he been getting held back
No, that's
by
not what
Jock Vaughn.
nobody's saying.
He
Hold
been
on,
getting
hold on.
held back by Jock
Hold
Vaughn,
on.
by Steve Nash.
Nobody's doubting
Like
that.
this,
Nobody's doubting that. 2 things. One,
but that's why
he's
he
not
don't
better
got
than
the shit
Zion
that y'all
Williamson. He's not
saying.
better than Brandon Ingram. He's not better than DeJounte Murray. He's not better than Scotty Barnes. He's not better than LaMelo Ball. He's not better than Larry Markkinen. That's 6 players.
You just naming tall niggas.
No, I'm just naming
They
players
all
that are
tall, bro.
They all, nah, Jay. Come
You
on,
naming,
bro.
you
Don't
naming
do. Come on,
forwards.
bro.
You just naming forwards. Name some
players.
guards.
Zion, Brandon Ingram,
Those
DeJounte
are
Murray.
all players that's better
all-stars.
than him, no?
Yeah, but
Zion, he
name
stay
some
healthier than
guards though.
Zion. He more reliable than Zion.
Nobody's
Cam
doubting
Thomas.
that, but
No,
at the end of the
but
day,
what I'm saying,
scoring isn't
listen,
the only
all
thing that
right, so-
matters.
Y'all not understanding Dylan's.
No,
Y'all not
I'm
understanding Dylan's point.
Yeah, I'm not saying Cam Thomas is not going to be an all-star. I'm just saying, as of right now, those are 6 players on 4 teams that are, at the moment, worse than us in odds for the first overall pick, meaning they're top 5. That's 6 players. So
That's the whole thing right there.
that's the point, is that if you're looking at from the best player standpoint on each team out of the bottom 6 teams in basketball, we have the second worst player.
And
The
it's
Wizards don't have anybody that's
arguable,
better.
and it's arguable as because
If they
as
so much
far as
better than
the
Cam
and real
Thomas, why
quick,
they ain't got their
hold on,
team
Jay,
better than Cam Thomas?
hold
If
on,
they so
Jay,
much better,
real
they
quick,
trash. That's
and
why.
we
Yeah, but
can
let's be
look at
realistic.
how
The
and we
Pelicans
got to
won't be
look
a
at
top
how
5.
the NBA views these players as well. Cam Johnson probably has a higher trade value than Cam Thomas right now, which is crazy.
No, that's fair.
because
That's
he's
fair. That's
older.
fair,
Yeah,
Priest.
that is crazy.
No,
But
that's fair from Priest.
He
That's
does,
fair.
but it's not.
That
It's
is
based
fair.
on scarcity.
But that's
and it's
based on these
skill
narratives
set
that y'all be
and
pushing.
no, that's because
That is
anybody
based
can
on
find a scorer in
perception.
basketball. Scoring is the easiest part of NBA basketball today.
No, the hell it's not.
Yes, it
In
Well,
is.
this NBA, it is.
Yes, it is.
It is
Tell-
not,
Nah,
bro.
nah,
Y'all
They're-
are capping,
they've
bro.
made
Pull
the
up right
game
now how many
where
players are averaging
not
25
shot
plus.
creating, not shot creating.
Y'all are bugging, bro. And
Well,
I
It doesn't
fuck
matter
No,
with
how
all
in
of
many
this
y'all,
players
but y'all
are
bugging.
NBA,
averaging
Scoring,
listen, we're not in the 90s
not
anymore.
everybody has
In
the
this
clutch.
NBA,
if scoring was
this
so easy, everybody would do it.
Jay,
Everybody
A
has
lot
a
of
you
people
should
do
talk
do it
about
though.
Thomas. Jay, you should talk about Thomas's month of November in your argument. Jay, mention that. Mention how he improved on the certain things we were all questioning him about. I
Well,
think
you
that'll make your
mentioned that.
argument a
You
lot
already
better.
doing it. Go ahead, mention it, John. I'm taking off my
Yeah,
phone.
he
No,
has
listen. I'm just
So
saying. Listen, being one of Cam Thomas's
he has improved. You
big
can't say he
criticizers,
hasn't
I
improved.
wanted to see him
There
improve. And
are
you know what?
26
He
players
improved the
averaging over
playmaking.
22
He
a game
improved
in
the
the NBA.
rebounding, the
so I'm
defensive steals.
curious, and
But he's
I
getting
There
asked
are
hurt
Dylan.
somewhere
26
in the middle of
players
it.
in the
Hold on,
NBA
real quick. I
over
want to ask
22 a game.
Dylan and Jada since they having this conversation,
Go
because
ahead,
I'm
Yeah,
Dylan.
we
curious
gotta
since
go
you
to
was naming
Easy. We gotta go
players.
to Easy and LM and Scott too. They
Yeah,
on the
I
panel.
know,
We
but
gotta.
I just wanted them to finish this conversation off of this.
All right, go ahead. Go
So
ahead.
is Cam Thomas better than Derek White?
He's better than Bradley.
Are we talking about from an impact on winning?
No, he's not
Yeah,
better than
Overall
it
Derek
depends.
better.
White.
Are we
Overall
Like
talking about
player.
are we
if
talking
they
about
play
on
a
winning and
one-on-one
winning?
game, you
Because if
mean like
so,
who's
Derek White's
better?
more valuable.
No,
thought we was
who's
always
more
talking about
valuable?
that.
Who has a bigger
Yeah.
effect on
See,
winning?
those is two different
Who has a
questions,
bigger
bro.
effect on winning? Derek White.
I would say Derek White too.
Yeah.
But who if you go into the park and I'm like, yo, I got this guy, I'm
Yeah,
picking
no,
Cam.
Cam Thomas is killing you in a par.
God damn, man.
Cam Thomas is killing you in a par.
God
But that's
Are
what I'm
you
saying.
We
Though.
talking about the
I'm
NBA.
trying
We
to
ain't
I'm
talking
trying
about the
to
Harlem
based on the
Globetrotters.
team?
But we saying a better player, like better player and who is a better fit on a team to help
Because
the other players look good. That's two different things.
But what
because
about
Derek
better
White
I
educated
does
don't. I don't
players?
more
think it
because
is.
Derek White does more on the basketball court than Cam Thomas.
He rebounds
Nah,
better.
he
He
do. He
playmakes
do.
better. He
He
defends
rebound. He
better.
shoot. I like Derek White. I mean,
Hold on.
especially since he cut his hair. Before that haircut, he wasn't playing as well.
When it
Yo,
comes to
right.
basketball,
He looks like a
period,
tech.
what matters is your impact. Period.
But why
That's
we
all.
having
That
this
you
It
can't take
problem?
that out
Why
of
y'all
no,
the.
doing this?
no.
Why
It
y'all
depends on the
ask
team
this?
you
Why
want.
y'all
Because some
ask
teams need
this
a
question?
scorer, and if you need a scorer and you got a good passer family guy on the team, he's not getting you to win. But on a team
But
where
if your
you already
scorer is
have
not
scoring,
giving you
hold on,
wins
yo,
either,
let
then where you at?
Wait, hold on
bro.
though.
If
But
your
like,
Let me
scorer is
finish.
not getting you wins,
Yo,
what
Derek,
do you
for
do?
example, look how good
Why
they were.
are we having this
Derek
conversation?
White without the rest of that team would be Cam Johnson on this team, and that's it.
Wait, hold on. Real quick.
Go ahead, Easy.
I know Breeze want to pass me the rock. Real quick. I'm gonna take the rock and I'm gonna pass it to y'all because this is a good ass console. Keep on cooking, nigga. I don't want to change that. Go ahead, nigga. Go ahead.
Realistically, when you're looking to build a team, the impact on winning is more important than the scoring. I'm not saying Cam Thomas
It
isn't
depends on
valuable.
what time. I think
Think
that
about it
depends on
this
what
way.
type of team you have. Because what
Think
about if
about
I
it this
have
way.
mad team players and nobody to score the ball? I need somebody who can score.
But
But
think about it this way. If you land a top 3 pick this year, right? Cooper
Mhm.
Flag, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper.
Mhm.
Any of those 3 are more valuable in terms of winning than Cam Thomas is immediately
my
from when they enter the
God.
league. That is
Oh
a fact.
no, that's
all
not
right, now
true.
I
That's a
I
fact.
almost threw my
I
phone,
have to
Dylan.
That's a
disagree
fact.
with that.
That is a fact. All 3 of those players
I
have
would
more
have to
potential
I
than
have
agree.
Cam
to
Thomas.
disagree with
I
I
would
would
that.
have
disagree.
to agree.
All 3 of
I
those players have
disagree
more
with
potential
that.
in this league.
Hold on, one at a time, yo, because I hear all of y'all talking, but one at a
All
time
3,
on why you agree
all
or disagree.
3, all
Right,
3 of those
exactly.
players have more potential than Cam Thomas. That is a fact. If you're looking at it just based on coming out of
Why
college,
are we having
Cam
this
Thomas,
conversation?
because you guys look at Cam Thomas this season as the number 1 option for the future, when realistically he's
For
your
the future.
third
He's not.
option in terms of impact on winning and your
Nah.
second option scorer.
No.
If
All
you
right.
wanna
So let's
build a
no.
team,
Let's have the
that's how you
conversation.
do it.
No. Hold on. Let's have
We
it.
gotta talk
I
Hold
said
on.
about
he.
this.
I said he a second
Hold on.
option on the championship team.
No,
But
but hold on.
I-
Let's,
No,
LM,
he's a
LM.
third
but
All right,
that's
so
Yeah,
just a
hold on.
second scoring
Look
option
at it
because
this
y'all
way.
Right.
look
No.
so
Kevin
much
Durant,
at
Kyrie
scoring.
Irving.
Hold on, real
Nah.
quick. I
You
just
gotta
need
go
to get this
around the
off
panel.
because we
Go
look
ahead.
Give it to
so
Priest.
much
This is
at
my time. Give it to Priest.
Yo, somebody
y'all
just
look
asked the
so much.
question: are y'all
No,
ready
we
for
gotta
a
go to
player on the
LM.
team to be
Hold
better
on,
than
LM.
Cam
Hold on,
Thomas?
LM.
Gotta go
Hold
to
on, LM.
LM.
Let me
Go
let
ahead,
me let
Priest.
me
Go
get
ahead,
this off
Priest. Go
real
ahead,
quick.
Priest.
if I see it, I
Real
like
quick.
it. I like
Real
the way
quick.
Cam Thomas plays. So if I see one that's
We've
better, I'll be like,
seen
that's dope.
we've seen Bradley Beal with the bum ass Washington Wizards average 30 points a game and lose like 50, 60 games. It ain't
Preach.
all
That's
about
true.
scoring. It's
Good
not
point.
all about scoring.
He don't only score, bro. He a good rebounder. So let's
Yo,
not do
bro,
that.
I promise
Oh,
you,
So
ever
Good
you
since
think
rebounder.
ever
you
since
think Cam Thomas's ability to score is better than that what Bradley Beal had on
bro,
those bum ass Wizards teams?
bro,
No,
Thomas is clearly
Beal
better than Bradley
actually
Beal.
Beal was a top
the
5
point of
defensive
the
player.
Clearly,
game, the point of the game is to score more more points than the other team. That's
No,
how the
the whole
game is
point of
played.
the whole point of the whole point of the game is to build a team that has every asset of winning. That means look at the best players in basketball.
But what if you
LeBron
got
James.
less points? You can have all that, and then if you got less points than the other team, you lose.
Well, every
Can you
team loses in
can
the
you
NBA, so
can
that's
you
a
name
moot
me
point.
can you name me a team that has had a 6'5" or smaller guard be the number one option and win championships. There's
The
two players.
Pistons.
Steph Curry and
The
Stephen Curry and
Pistons.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade. Dwayne
Stephen
Wade.
Curry and
Isaiah
Dwayne
Thomas.
Wade.
I'm
Isaiah
talking
Thomas.
about,
Steph
I'm
Curry
talking
and
about,
Dwayne Wade. That's it.
Yes,
Yes,
thank you.
Steph
I was
Curry and
thinking
Dwayne Wade and
2020.
Isaiah Thomas.
But Isaiah
I think-
Thomas had the bad boy Pistons. He had a team around him. He had a
Yeah.
great team around him.
Exactly, because it's a team game.
No,
Right.
the point
And
being,
Thomas by himself
being
needs
is-
help. We'll agree
yeah,
on that.
Isaiah Thomas by himself.
Every
Wade and
player
Curry
needs
was the
help.
main
Jordan needed
focal
help.
point of the
Curry needed
offense,
help.
though.
LeBron needed help. Everybody need help. So yeah, Cam Thomas need help.
But the point is
Duh.
that LeBron's been a first option everywhere he's gone. Jason Tatum, since being in Boston, has been the first option since his third year, once Kyrie left. Correct?
Man, he ain't even the Finals MVP, man.
He's not the
hitting
third.
first option.
Point
He's
being,
not the first.
But he let
option.
him
Point
points,
being,
rebounds, and
he need help
point
too.
being is all of these guys that are in the top 25 of basketball have at least two high impactful assets to their game based on winning, whether it be scoring and playmaking, scoring and defense,
So hold on.
scoring and
So
rebounding.
hold on.
You have to
Listen,
have
hold on.
two all-star
Dylan.
caliber positions in
Yes.
basketball.
I agree with
Dylan,
that.
No, hold on.
So
Let's
But this
point
kid
is,
is
hold on.
this kid is
The
23
point
years
is,
old.
right,
You don't think he's
hold
gonna
on.
improve? Like,
Right,
let me say
hold on.
one more thing, Breeze. My
I
bad.
just want to first. No. You are
Last
good.
one. Last
No,
thing.
you're not bad. You're good. I'm not cutting you off. I'm just trying to add to the conversation. Just
Damn, I forgot it. Go ahead.
listen. What I'm trying to say is, he's a duo, bro. He's like y'all making it seem like there's going to be somebody that comes here is going to be a clear number one over Cam Thomas. I don't see that.
any of the top
I-
three picks.
Breezy, you're not prepared for someone on this team to be better than Cam Thomas?
No,
I am,
only
but-
if they're actually
but-
better.
No, he's
So
not.
hold on, based
No,
on
he's
what
not.
y'all seen in college,
No, he's
y'all just heard you say the top one of the draft picks. Who's the number one? Whoever come to this team
Flag
based from the
Hargrave.
draft, who will be a number one over Cam Thomas?
All three of them.
He
Dylan
said all three of
Harper.
them. Everyone.
Yeah, all three.
In terms
flag.
of
All three,
impact
I
on
don't know.
winning,
Y'all
all
want them
three-
taking more shots?
in
Yes,
terms
they do.
in terms
Yes.
in terms
See,
in
you
terms
see,
in terms
that's
of
all.
impact
That's all
on
it come down
winning.
to. Shots.
Hold
That's
on.
all it come down to.
Hold on. In terms of impact on winning, all three of those players will be better than Cam Thomas. That is a fact.
No.
No. I'm
Ace
talking
Bailey
about.
has the potential to be a better
Listen,
scorer.
when
than
y'all
Cam
talk about the
Thomas.
number one and the number two, we're not talking about the defensive side of the ball. Let's not play around. We're not
Yo,
talking
well,
about
Cooper Flag's
rebounds
a better
and
defender
blocks.
than
That Ryder don't
Ace Bailey.
count.
We not
Hold on.
no. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about specifically Cam Thomas. Last shot of the game, more they drawing that.
But
play
nobody's
up for
saying
Cam
that he
Thomas.
can. Yeah, but nobody's saying that he doesn't have to do that. Look at when we had KD, Kyrie, and Harden. Who was the best scorer on that team? If you're looking based on height and just overall impact on where they can score the ball, Kyrie is
KD.
probably a better all-around scorer if you really look at it based
Then
on his height.
KD? No,
Based on-
he said he
based
wished he
on
was
his-
KD
Based
in
on
his
height.
past
Based
life.
on height. Based
Based
on
on
height. Based on
Bro,
height.
if Kyrie's 7 foot,
Oh,
he's
pound for
doing more than
pound.
KD
You mean
ever
pound
did.
for pound? Yeah, no, you're
I'm
right.
saying.
You're right.
Kyrie is the
guy
better scorer, bro.
Kyrie
Yo,
is the guy.
No, don't do that, bro. Kyrie is not a better scorer than. No, I'm talking to LM. Kyrie is not a better scorer than KD.
I'm talking
but
about if
pound
you
for
make
pound,
Kyrie seven
for
foot.
pound, yes.
My
yes.
point
But
was
we ain't going pound for pound. We going real life, like y'all.
My
Right.
point
Let him
is-
finish
more
his
effective.
hold
The
on,
red is
hold
more
on. Let him
effective.
finish his
Right.
point
KD
because we
is
got.
more valuable. Kyrie's
hold
the
on.
better
My
scorer.
point is say you draft
Right,
Ace
let him-
Bailey. Ace Bailey is your KD. Cam Thomas is your Kyrie. Nobody's saying that Cam Thomas shouldn't
Correct.
be a priority,
Respectfully.
but at the end of the day, he's not the number one on a championship team. He's probably not the number two in terms of impact. Look at Boston, for example. Tatum, when it comes down to the playoffs, is probably your third most valuable player, right? Jaylen Brown outperformed him in the finals. Derek White played incredible. Drew Holiday, without his defense, they don't win because that was the Marcus Smart
Yeah,
replacement.
that's why he ain't getting no bird in the Olympics.
Yeah, so hold
But
on.
that's
My
what I'm
thing,
saying, though.
yo,
So you
That's
could
a stacked
still-
team, though, too.
We do gotta
Yo,
go
I
around
wanna-
the finish.
That's a
We
good.
do
That's a
gotta go
good
around the
point.
finish.
That's a
Hold
good
on.
point.
I
Right,
wasn't
you can
able
shot
to.
talk and score all you want, but at the end of the day, the impact on winning is what's more valuable in terms of
Yo,
your first,
I
second,
wanna,
third options.
So
I was-
how
I was-
you make
That's a
the
good point.
assumption that Thomas wouldn't be that impactful on his team?
Because he hasn't shown that he can play make at an all-star level, rebound at an all-star
You don't have
level,
he
or
don't have
defend at an
anybody to
all-star
play make
Yo,
on
hold
his
on, hold on,
team.
hold on.
Look,
Stop,
oh
hold
yeah,
on.
that's what I was trying to say
Yo,
before.
He has
hold on,
Cam
Jay, hold on,
Johnson,
Jay,
he has
hold on,
Noah
Jay.
Clowney, he
That's
has
what
Nick
Yo,
Claxton.
They're not
Time
play
out.
make. They're not
Hold it
producing
down.
though.
Hold on, Scott.
They're
Hold on,
not
hold on.
producing.
Hold on.
Crazy. It
Slow
might be a
down.
good time to show Thomas assist numbers in some of the
Out.
games.
Slow it
Averaging 20.
down.
Noah Clowney
Time
just put up
out.
No,
30.
everybody calm down. My fault. It's me too.
Slow-
I know. Oh,
Right.
nigga got 12 people in the panel again. speaking.
Right, it's see what I'm saying? Yo, if I
Hey, how do we
cannot
have not enough
listen,
likes? More
yo,
likes, everybody.
listen.
Like it up.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I cannot control y'all. I
I'm
listen, but
sorry.
Pause.
if y'all don't respect my hold it down, slow it down, hold it down, and slow it down remix,
Pause.
pause,
Pause.
Pause.
pause. But if y'all don't slow it, like
That's a
stop,
pause.
right,
Pause.
so I could
Yo,
get the
yo,
room,
yo.
and you know what I mean. I basically I just be needing y'all to, you know what I'm saying,
Yo,
let
yo,
me
yo, yo,
moderate.
yo. All right, man. Yo, there's too many pauses
Nah, you
happening right here.
easy. It was a pause. I
Slow it
apologize,
down,
Chad, and
speed it up.
everybody
What do
that
you mean by that?
nah, I mean like y'all be talking all at once. It be a lot. Everybody answering one question, and I'll be just trying to, you know what I'm saying, follow the conversation sometimes. And it's good conversation, but I don't want to get lost in the sauce and forget to go around the panel. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of y'all on the panel, so
Bro, they trying to
it's
disrespect my boy though.
yeah. Nah, I feel
Oh
you.
my
I
god.
feel you. I
And
feel you.
I just want to say one thing. Well, two. One, that me and Breeze, we wasn't watching Cam Thomas from college. How everybody's looking at these dudes. Me personally, I got impressed when I saw his ability on the court. And secondly, yeah, y'all saying, oh, he can't play defense, he can't play make, he don't pass. He
No,
said it out
not that
his
he can't.
own mouth. Hold on, wait. He said it out his own mouth last year. Yo, bro, I'm just starting to get minutes now. When you don't get minutes like that, ain't nobody getting on the court wanting to pass. And what I'm saying
That's
is,
true.
that's not true. That nobody gets on the court wanting to pass. But you got to look at his mindset as a young man that know he could score better than all these dudes on this court, and he's
He
going
want to
out there
chuck the
trying to show
rock.
it.
That's what happens. He want to chuck
That's
But
the
the
main
rock.
look,
reason why
time
he
out.
wasn't. That's the
Well,
reason why
Last
he
thing, and look,
wasn't getting minutes.
last thing. But then once he's getting consistent minutes, what's happening now? He's passing the ball, he's playmaking, he's playing defense because he's getting consistent minutes. Niggas know he could score. He was trying to show niggas that I'm a bucket. But now he's realizing, because y'all not getting the fact that he's 21, 22, 23 years old. He got a childish mindset at that point, but he's growing and he's going to continue to grow his game.
Well, I was gonna say, based
Uh,
on this season, he's improved as a rebounder. He has improved as a playmaker. But again, he hasn't hit an all-star level of two major stats that you need, right? Again, for example, Trey Young,
I
he
respect
averages
that.
again, Trey Young averages 22 plus and 10 plus assists. That's two
Dylan,
all-star
pass
level
it to Scott
categories.
after that. Scott, answer.
LeBron, he
12
averages
plus
25,
assists.
7, and
Hold
7.
on, Breezy.
That's
I want to
Let
respond real quick because the thing is, I
Oh,
wanted.
let Dylan finish because
let
he's
him
supposed to
finish.
pass
Yeah,
it to
Go
yeah,
Scott.
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Breezy
Yeah,
yeah.
just
go.
said,
I'm good. I'm
Breezy
good.
Go ahead.
just
Pass him on.
said,
Pass him on. I'm
Dylan,
good. Pass him on.
after you done, pass it to Scott, and everybody jumped in.
No,
My
but
my
Dre,
Right.
my
no, the
point my
reason.
point was is that it's just you have to have two to
Scott and
three
Ivan.
all-star categories of your game, right? Whether it be points, rebounds, assists, you have to have at least two to be an all-star. You have to have three to be a superstar, right?
Yo,
LeBron, 25, 7, and 7 or more every season. That's a superstar. KD, 28
who
plus,
eating food
6,
right
7
now,
plus
yo? Mute
rebounds.
up.
Yo,
That's
man,
that's an
yo,
all-star.
mute up, man. You what y'all doing?
Somebody
Got a
eating and
root beer or
drinking.
some shit,
Yo,
man?
y'all
You
Like
keep
got
that's
cutting Dylan
smacking,
off
bro.
with he
some.
dropping the knowledge right now.
Yeah,
Yo,
nah,
no,
somebody,
Jay,
nah, y'all
no, Jay,
gotta
my
mute up.
fault, but
Y'all can't be
somebody
sipping
chewing,
suds
son.
off a root beer soda, man. What
But
is y'all doing,
I
But
gotta
man?
low
get my
key,
food, my nigga.
Dylan
What the
is
fuck
dropping
going
some
on?
shit because I agree with everything he's saying. And I go ahead, Dylan, keep going. Keep
I gotta
going.
No,
get
I
my
was just I
food,
was
You
son.
just
said
saying when
two
you
categories to be a star, three categories to be an all-star or superstar. Go ahead,
superstar,
keep
yeah.
going.
No, that's what I'm saying though. Is if you look at the top 10 players in the league, at least every single one of them has two to three all-star levels to their game, right? That's why they call them like two-way shot creator. Like if you're thinking about it from a 2K standpoint, right? Like nobody wants to play as the paint beast, right? Nobody wants to play as the guy that can just rebound, right? You want to play as the guy that can defend, that can score from outside, that can create his own shot, that can defend. Like you want to do all these things. If you're looking at the top 10 players in basketball, Anthony Davis, all-star caliber defender, all-star caliber scorer, all-star caliber rebounder. That's a superstar. LeBron, all-star caliber scorer, all-star caliber playmaker, all-star caliber rebounder. That's a superstar. Kevin Durant, all-star caliber scorer, all-star caliber rebounder. That's a superstar. Like
Can you explain Draymond for me, though?
Draymond's not a superstar
He
at
was
all. He's
he made multiple All Star teams. So I mean, when
yeah, but
with
but
your
so did Ben
logic,
Simmons. Well, okay. For example, he was a high caliber playmaker and defender at the time. He also made an All-Star game because the West was severely injured, but it happens.
Hold on. So I want to. It's two things that I want to say. First, Jay, I did agree with Jay. If we would have had those players and then we didn't do that little thing that we doing now, like Shooter and them, I think we was better than the Pistons. Second, I always tell you guys, I feel like like Cam Thomas ceiling comparison. Like first of all, Cam Thomas can score with anybody, but I see him as a Murray, like to a Jokic. That's exactly everything that Murray could do. Damn near Cam Thomas could do too. So that's basically what I'm saying. That's how I see his ceiling. I feel like he could play an important role in the playoffs.
And I still think he could be better than Murray. But keep
His
going, bro.
ceiling is realistically like Bradley Beal.
Let him cook. Nah, let him cook. Let him cook.
Yeah, let him keep going.
Yes, I hate y'all. Go ahead,
bro.
So when people saying like,
bro, hold on, wait. Easy. The only reason why I know you are appalled at the things that I'm saying, but the reason why I say them is because whenever you hear Cam Thomas' name mentioned, it is among the best of the youngest to ever do anything, or all of those type of stats. That shit ain't nothing to sneeze at. Just because he was a 27th draft pick, this nigga will come and them 340-point games, he should have never been benched after that. They should have let him flourish after that. That is craziness. All of the rest of the players in the league know Cam Thomas is that dude, and they don't know why he's not being unleashed. But they like that he's not being unleashed because they don't got to deal with it.
No, he being unleashed, Jay. It's just the media just not hyping him up, bro. Because he's not a charismatic guy.
I be watching these stupid I be watching these stupid streams of all of the other teams or the opposing teams color commentators, and they be like, oh, get the ball out of this guy's hand. Oh, he went to the I'm glad he went to the bench. Like they would like him on their teams, bro. And we don't, the Nets fans be acting like they don't want him. Yeah, like, it's crazy.
Hold on. Can I get a point? Can I give a quick point before someone else goes to play devil advocate?
And Scott still got to go.
Yeah, Scott, Ivan, and LM in that order. I mean, not that order. It was Ivan, Scott, and then LM. Y'all figure that shit out.
Nah,
but
it was Scott, man. It was Scott and Ivan, but let LM go real quick.
Yeah. I got
so I'll play devil's advocate. To be fair, in terms of I agree with Dylan about the two categories to be either all-star or superstar. But to be fair, if I am playing devil's advocate, and I'm not naming these players because Cam Thomas is better than them, I'm naming them just for a quick point of franchises that have built around small guards. If Golden State and Steph, Memphis and Ja, Atlanta and Trae Young, Cleveland with Donovan Mitchell, like we have seen guys that are 6'3" or 6, and Minnesota, if you want to count Minnesota went in. We've seen guys that are 6'4" or 6'3" have the keys to the franchise. Now, are all of those players better than Cam Thomas? Duh. But I wouldn't be far-fetched if Cam Thomas did improve his game and his playmaking and his defense, which we see we are doing, for Brooklyn to, and I'm not saying if Dylan or any team did that, they couldn't get the keys, but
name them players again.
John Morant.
I'm about to write them players down for a second and look.
John Morant, John Morant, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, and just a pure example of guys that are 6'4" or smaller that franchises are built around. I mean, Atlanta has built around Trae. I think Trae Young really 5'11". Yeah,
because I'm about to go check these niggas' stats when they was 23. I'm about to go check everybody's stats when they was 23 and 22 and 21 and see where Cam Thomas lines up. Because y'all just be looking at the end product. Y'all don't be thinking about the ground up.
But you're also just looking at scoring. Because that's the
only not scoring. I'm gonna look at the stats. I mean, see if it's comparable.
But you're just looking at raw numbers.
While you looked at
what I'm mostly saying.
Anthony
For one, I wanted to
what
see him
happened.
with a coach that cared about him, and I got that with Jordy Fernandez.
Right.
Well, look what happened when Anthony Edwards lost Karl Anthony Towns. Minnesota looks lost. Like,
yeah,
he's under 6'4". He's an incredible player, but again, when you don't have the right team around him, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Because somebody put on the comments, right? They said, "But Jamal wanted tip." Yes, Jamal Murray wanted tip. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Jokic is the number one and the MVP.
Exactly. So I'm just saying, I feel
I
like
don't
you could
mind
put
Cam Thomas being the number two to whoever's. If somebody's
After
on this
Ivan
team that
go to
is better
Scott.
than
exactly.
him, I don't mind him
After
being the
Ivan
number
go to
two.
Scott.
Yeah, no, that's
After
all I'm
Ivan go
saying
to
is
Me
Scott.
neither.
is
Like
this
if
draft class.
KD was still here, he would be the number 2, and that would be no
Right.
problem. Like when him and
Right,
KD was
right.
playing together, it looked great. It
Right.
looked great.
Right.
That's
And
why I
Jay,
love the question. I want to hear who is he a number two to?
Let
That's what
I
I
don't
want
Ivan.
to
agree
hear.
with Cam Thomas being a third
Wait.
option.
Wait, hold on.
I don't mean
But if
third
it's two,
option.
if
Yo,
it's two
hold
dudes
on.
better than him, why
I'm,
not?
I'm saying third
I
option
want to
in
say,
terms of winning.
hold on, real quick, respectfully. Let Ivan go, then let Scott go in, because they've been waiting here. They've been waiting. Y'all been
That's a
cutting
fact.
yo,
everybody off
so
and
Oh, I
listen,
changing the
forgot
topic.
almost. I have so much to say.
yo, so we so okay.
Y'all keep on adding on. That's why, because niggas keep on adding on,
I'm
bro.
trying
Niggas
to
keep
write
on
it
adding.
down right now.
Yo,
Listen,
Scott,
listen.
niggas keep on adding on, and then you got more shit
Yeah,
to
so
talk about, then you
Right,
forget
and
what
then
you
they
want to talk
take the
about.
conversation somewhere else. Again, you gotta
yo,
let somebody. Hold on, you gotta let the fans say what they're gonna say for like 60 seconds. Don't try to ad lib and none of that. Just let me do the ad lib, and I'm gonna be like, right, but I ain't gonna
Rebuttal
like
when they
cut
finish
the
their point, bro. Rebuttal
right.
when they
But I'm
finish
not
their
gonna
point.
cut them off, even if I disagree with that person. I might, but I ain't gonna disagree. I'm not gonna cut them off. So again, I want to hear everybody take. Again, there's 10 fans on the panel at one time. This moderate shit ain't easy, but I love it.
We back to 10, y'all. We back to 10. We ain't
We
6 no
back to
more. You
10.
feel me?
So, yeah. Okay, so
yeah,
bro,
so well, like
Right.
I
at
was saying,
23, Steph Curry was averaging 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's so much better than Cam Thomas.
I don't even
Mm-hmm.
think he was starting. They still had Baron Davis and Monte Ellis.
Mm-hmm.
He played 26 games and he averaged 28 minutes.
Well, yeah, 26 games. That's because the ankle injuries.
We looking at raw numbers. Even at that
Bro,
time, we saw
all
Steph Curry being a great shooter.
and we see Cam Thomas being an amazing shot maker. He makes shots that can't nobody else make, and he
so
makes them
yo,
consistently.
hold on,
How
but
many assists was Steph Curry averaging that year?
5.
Okay, so he's already 2.5 over Cam Thomas.
Cam Thomas ain't Cam
Oh
averaging about
man,
5 right now this year, or 4,
that's wild.
some shit,
Yeah,
He's at like
around
3.
that.
4 or 5.
He's at like
yeah,
3.
Around 4.
okay. So I'm saying my whole thing is,
My question was it that
He's at
much better than
3.4 assists per game right now.
yo,
3.4?
Yeah.
Well, he's at 14. This guy's at 14 points, so he's about almost 10 points better than him and 2 assists less than him.
The point being though is you're comparing the
Jay,
year or the
respectfully.
age.
Well, we only comparing the 26 games that Cam Thomas played this year so far, anyway. So
No,
it's the
I know,
same
but I'm
comparison.
saying
It's very
though
similar.
I'm saying
Real
though
quick,
Cam Thomas isn't
get it off and
behind.
let Ivan get in.
I was gonna say Cam Thomas isn't behind Baron Davis or Monte Ellis, who play the similar positions. You know what I mean? Like it's a little
Cam
unfair
Tho-
to compare because of the age. When you have to look at the situation, you have to find a player that has the same situation as Cam Thomas at the same age.
Nobody got a situation like Cam Thomas, bro. He had to play
Yeah,
behind.
it was very
He's
unique.
the only scoring
Right,
option.
bro. He was better. He should have been the number one option last year.
Yeah,
facts.
no,
Facts.
yeah,
Over
but again,
McAllen.
nobody doubts that though. As a first
But
option
that's what I'm
scorer,
saying. It's hard to
Yo,
find
A
another
lot of people
scenario
doubt
like
that.
this.
Not you, Dylan, but a lot of
yeah,
people
no.
doubt
If
that.
you're talking about on a bad team, yeah, he's a first option scorer. But when you're looking at a team that needs to win, he's third option in terms of
And who else
impact
y'all
on
said?
winning,
I
Donovan
don't
and he's
know.
Mitchell.
second
Let me
Niggas
look
can
option
up
be
scorer.
Donovan
third
Mitchell.
option, bro. He could average 30 if
Hold on, let Ivan get it off, then let Scott
Yo,
jump in, and
so
then we can
right.
keep it
Go
rolling.
I
on.
wanna,
Y'all
I
heard
wanna,
easy. Y'all hold
Let
on.
him
Yeah.
go. Let him
Yeah,
go.
let
Go
him
ahead.
go. Let
Ivan
him
and
go.
Scott. We
yeah,
gotta
yeah. So
go to
my
Scott, and
thing
we gotta
is
go to
right.
Leaf. Count to Leaf. He
We
on the
we
panel. Go
saw
to
we
Ivan.
saw Cam Thomas when Schroeder was here. We saw Cam Thomas what he did with Clowney right when they were spacing the floor. Nobody can stay in front of Cam Thomas.
Yo,
You
I
heard
give
what he
this.
said. He
Yo,
done.
I
He
give this
said
nigga the floor.
nobody
And
can
his
stand
internet
in
chip
front of
out, bro.
Cam Thomas and he done. That's what he said. That's what he meant. He meant
You
what he
see
said. He
now he
said what he
he
meant.
cut off at the wrong time. Now Breezy
No,
running.
he
Oh my
didn't.
fuck.
No, he
Oh my
didn't.
god,
He
bro.
said what he said, and he said what he meant. He
Yo,
meant what he
easy.
said. He meant what he said.
Nah,
And he
man. You
said
see
what he
this
meant.
bullshit, bro? Yo, Scott,
That's
take
a
it over,
fact.
bro. Scott, take
Shout
no.
to
Yeah.
Nah, the
Oh
only
my
thing, the only thing
Donovan
that was
god,
Mitchell,
something
bro.
that Breezy
24,
last show
4
was
and
he said that
4.
Jordy had autonomy over Sean Marks, and actually that proved to be
Wait,
true.
can
Because the fact that
can I
Sean
bring
Marks depends on Jordy for decision making skills is why Sean should probably get fired, man, if he's
can I
relying on
bring up
Jordy
a
to
quick
make decisions.
example?
Relax, John.
Can I
Damn,
Donovan
why you always
Mitchell.
gotta do
can
that?
I bring up a quick
No,
Donovan
no,
example?
Mitchell,
no, Breezy, that was just on
24,
my
4 and
context. I
4.
didn't get that off.
That
I didn't
sound
get that
like
off.
Cam Thomas
Respectfully,
numbers to me.
Wait, can I bring up an
respectfully,
example though, real
respectfully,
quickly?
respectfully.
Look
Go
at
ahead. Let
Oklahoma
Scott
City.
go. Let Scott go.
Look at Oklahoma City. You have SGA as your first option. You have Chet, and you have Jalen Williams. Chet averages less points per game than Jalen Williams. Who would you say is the second option on that team?
I don't know. Ask Scott. Go ahead, Scott.
Who's the second option on that team in terms of winning? Is it Chet
Ask
or
Scott.
Jalen
Who
Williams?
Can you ask David,
I'm not
Scott?
sure. I'm not sure which one.
I would have
Realistically,
to give it more. I would have
It's,
to right now.
it's
I would have
Williams.
to give it to Jalen Williams because Chet is out, but they still
Well,
winning.
meaning when healthy. You know what I mean.
Yo, my internet keeps sucking, y'all. Let me get my thought off because my internet trash. Yo, my thing is right. Like
Go
I
ahead, bro.
said, when we saw Cam Thomas when he had Clowney at the 5 position, nobody can stay in front of him. You got to double team him. We saw what Cam Thomas did with top teams. And not only that, like Jay was saying, if Struder and all of them was here, Cam Johnson, all of that, we better than the Pistons. I mean, like, come on, we saw what you just give Cam Thomas decent players. Look what he's able to do. And that's all I'm saying. So imagine if he had a Jokic or whatever being number 2 option. I'm pretty sure Cam Thomas could do fairly well. Because, like I said, him and Jamal Murray. Yeah, Jamal Murray.
Too, right?
Yeah, Jamal Murray and Cam Thomas playing style is very similar. Jamal Murray's not even a great passer like that.
But Ivan,
Yeah,
real quick, Ivan. When you say names like Jokic, when you bring up names like that, we are talking about all time greats right there. So yeah, a lot of people gonna look good with him. I need something a little bit lower.
You can't take away what Jamal Murray did, bro. You can't take away.
Right, but you can't take away what Jokic has done.
Every time when Jokic
Jamal
need
Murray
a
for the
jump
past
shot,
6
he goes
years
to
has
Jamal
averaged
Murray.
5 assists or more a year. So he is.
Yeah, 5 assists. That Cam Thomas could do that. 5 assists.
4.8, 4.8, 4.8, 6.2, 6.5.
Yeah,
6.2.
I see Cam Thomas doing that in the future.
Maybe at some point, but we're saying like right now. Like
yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, you can't do that when you don't have the team.
That's his ceiling. I'm saying that's what I think his ceiling is, and he could do that. Jamal Murray can shoot threes. Cam Thomas can shoot threes. Cam Thomas can shoot mid range. Even when he hit that clutch shot, Cam Thomas could do that as well. So meaning when you need a bucket in the fourth quarter and stuff, I see Cam Thomas doing that. He's a bucket.
Breezy getting lit up in the private chat. That's what's going on. Breezy getting lit up in the private chat.
So I got the stats, man, and they don't look that similar, man.
I'm ready for that today. Stop.
Huh?
And shout to Jay. Hold on, Jay. Hold the stats. Oh, we gotta go to Scott and we gotta go to Leaf. It's
Facts.
10 on the panel, man. This shit tough, man.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just saying, I'm looking at him. I don't see what y'all see.
You know I got
go ahead.
I'm a struggling moderator, man.
We
Shout
need to
you,
get Scott
man.
up there, man. I've been asking for Scott. Pause. Ivan keep just going. Yo, go ahead, Scott, man.
I felt Ivan for that. Like I've been in bad places. I've been trying to part on a fucking train before and getting cut off. I be knowing how it is. I ain't saying that's where he at. I'm just saying
I was just on the train.
I had bad service before. Like it is what it is. Like I get it.
Yeah, clearly.
Let's go to Scott, guys. Give Scott the floor.
Clearly, Cam's situation is kind of awkward to talk about because when he came into the league, a lot of the top 10 players knew he was a gunner. They knew it. They knew he was the man. They knew he could score. His game had to improve, of course, but theirs did too. He should have been in the top 10. But being his height, his character, you got to remember how the league is. The way his demeanor is, he went 27. I mean, your situation changed depending on, like, when he came into the Nets. When he came to the Nets, they transitioned with Kyrie and Kevin Durant. That would change the fabric of a team. Two to three different coaches in 2 to 3 different years. Players coming in and out. Made it very difficult for him to showcase and improve in that short period of time, which once he got his playing time, he improved. We saw that. Clearly, he would have been in the top 10 two guards in this league if he was on any one of those teams with those teams in contention for the championship. Like Derek White. I heard people say Derek White is better than him. Derek White came from where? Can
Spurs.
somebody tell
San
me what
Antonio,
team he came from?
San Antonio,
San
San
Antonio.
Antonio, bro.
And he was riding the bench. He was riding the bench. How you going to sit there and say he's better when he was riding the bench his first 2 years?
Well, I don't think
man.
anybody's saying
Because
he's better. We're
they
just
talking
saying that
about
he's more
him now as a
impactful on
player.
winning.
I
Oh,
think.
as of right now, this is a
Yeah.
team concept game. We
Right.
know that.
That's fact.
You get better
Oh,
as
yeah.
a team. You don't get better as an individual. Individuals are for fans. The league don't. Players see it as a team. Coaches see it as a team. General managers see it as a team. They build teams. That's how players get better. Their stats get better.
I agree 1000%.
Scott,
It ain't. If you want to sit there and talk about being a fan, we can be fans. I love Cam Thomas. Not too many people of his age can score 40 points in this league. I can prove that to you. I can prove that to you. I can prove that to you. How many players can come into this league, one and two second year, and score 40 points
Not
at
bad.
his height?
Oh,
at his
Leafs-
height.
Leafs poking.
Yo, what's
I mean,
going on,
we
Louis?
could talk about teams that when players came in the league with great teams and did it.
Hold that point, Leaf.
There was no.
Leaf is
When you
next.
have a new coach every year, it disrupts
Leaf.
your growth.
Hello.
It disrupts you. It makes it hard for you to grow.
Real quick, Scott. Real
Hi.
quick, Scott. Let Leaf jump in real quick and rebuttal because he got
Go
a
ahead.
rebuttal.
Y'all can go back and forth. Let Leaf.
What?
Scott-
Leaf raising his hand.
Yeah,
ahead.
right.
Let
He
Leaf
do
go.
that. Raise.
That's
Go ahead,
like,
Lee.
right. Let Scott and Leaf go back and forth. Go ahead, yeah.
Go ahead, Lee.
Is it my go?
This
Is it my
fucking
go?
this
Yeah,
moderating
go-
thing. Hold on,
go ahead.
this fucking God on my split.
How could you
Go
tell?
ahead.
we
Because
can
everybody's
hear you,
saying
bro.
go
You good.
Leaf.
Go ahead, Leaf. Go ahead, bro. You got it. You got
My,
it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Jay. Let me get back to the discussion at hand. Previously on the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, just to let some of you niggas know, so we talking about Cam Thomas is what 23 right now? 23,
Yeah,
right?
23 years old.
Yeah.
At the age of 23, just to put this on your mind, Donovan Mitchell was averaging 24 4 and 4 for the Utah Jazz. In the playoffs that same year, at the age of 23, he went up to 36 5 and 5. All right, let's go to somebody else. Let's check again.
Luka.
Trae Young Luka at the age of 23 was averaging
Luka not in
32,
this
8 and
conversation.
8.
In this conversation
All right,
because
let's
he's
take Luka.
6'8". We talking about
Okay,
small
all right,
guards. The conversation is only small guards.
You
It's-
Trae Young.
Okay,
Trae Young.
okay,
Trae
so
Young.
okay, great.
Shai
Trae
Gilgeous is
Young, let's do
23.
that. That's a good
But
one.
Trae Young is
That's a good
28,
one.
3 and
28,
9. 3 and 9.
28, 3 and 9. Yeah, right.
In the playoffs.
Absolutely. Who else?
What
Shai
he did in the
Gilgeous, he's
playoffs.
Let's take a look
6'5".
at
Ja 20,
Shai Gilgeous
21,
is still
4 and
5.
7.
He was
21-4-7.
Donovan Mitchell was with
That's
Utah,
Ja.
right? Donovan
AI.
Mitchell was with
AI
Utah.
was
Utah has had stability when he was there.
I agree.
That team was stable.
It has stability because, but
Yeah, it's not a but. They had stability. There's no stability
wait.
in the net
You said
for
stability.
the couple of years.
Stability
As
on
far as
what
coaching.
end of-
Coaching,
was
they
it-
didn't
was it
change
coach?
their coach.
Yeah, it was Quinn Snyder
Who
for
was
a
they
few
coach?
years. Quinn
It was
Snyder. Okay, right.
for 10 years. Right. They had stability. Didn't they have stability? They had stability, right? Stability.
But they were losing.
Yeah, well, I mean, and you in Utah.
True.
Wait.
There's nobody else there. You're in Utah.
Say what you just said. Hold on, wait. Priest said something. What you just said?
They were losing.
Yes.
And when Donovan Mitchell got there, what were they doing, Priest?
Never missed a
Winning.
playoff.
Yes, I know why.
Mhm.
You know why, right?
And who
You
was
know
the
why, right?
And who was the leading scorer of that team when he was there? When they were there? During that
You
time?
know why? You know why?
They were in the best
You know
playoff.
why, right?
What?
because
Please
Utah
don't say Rudy Gobert.
they needed the NBA needed that league, that Utah team to show
Big Priest
the
funny as hell.
capability of playing and beating teams in the league. They was selling the game. They sell the NBA. Yes, the NBA
did
was
not
selling
sell
Utah.
Utah. I'm
To this
sorry.
day,
What?
Wait, hold on.
to this day,
Wait,
Utah.
Right there.
Scott,
Terrence,
damn,
Hold on, hold on. Hold on, Scott.
Get him.
damn,
Get him. Get him, E.
Scott,
Get him, E.
Go ahead.
No, get him
I don't
Tony
want to talk
time.
about.
Get him
Go
Tony
ahead.
time.
Right. We gonna get
That's
him
the
out.
one that's
Hold on,
getting
hold on.
them.
Scott,
Hold on, hold on.
I don't want to
Previously
sidetrack.
on this episode of Dragon Ball
Hold on.
Z.
Leave.
I don't want to
Go ahead,
sidetrack.
Leaf,
I
your
don't
neighbors
want to
hate.
sidetrack real
Leave. We're
quick.
gonna go to E. We're gonna go to E for sure, and then we're gonna let me read this comment about Tony Tom.
Really, yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. Real quick, I don't want to sidetrack, but Scott,
I'm
you
cutting my
cannot.
mic off for 10
No,
minutes.
no.
Get him in.
Scott, you cannot say the NBA was selling Utah. Donovan Mitchell, Spider Mitchell came to that team and made an uproar on that team to the point when they said, "Yo, I can't believe this guy went 13, bro." Nah, bro, bro, you can't do that, bro.
Well, Donovan
And
Mitchell
you
should
can't
have been in the
use
top
that
10.
example. Another reason too, because
The-
when Donovan Mitchell got to Cleveland, who was a habitual loser, look at them.
Yep.
So that you
Without
can't use
LeBron, they
that
never made the
logic.
playoffs.
Gave them a
Since
top
LeBron
10
came in,
offense and jumped them into the playoffs.
Well, we know Spider is nice. We know that.
Nah,
y'all.
some people disrespected
Right.
Spider a few years ago, man.
Hold
He's
on,
finally
y'all.
at his level, man.
Scott.
Hold on.
But they still had to sell Utah. They still had to sell the team.
How?
Spider made it so.
Hold on,
Spider
y'all.
made it so. That's
How did they sell him?
Guys, please get to the second. Please get to the second.
What was the selling
Go ahead,
point?
Breeze. Go ahead.
yo,
Go ahead.
Leaf, one mic.
Hold on, Breeze. Hold on, Leaf. Let Breeze go.
Let me say this. Tony Tom in the comments. Shout out to the chat. W chat. I see y'all in the comments. I can't read all y'all comments, especially if they're not super chats. You know what I'm saying? Tony Tom, he said, you name it, all guards that had the green light and was the focal point of the offense. He meant of, not if. Cam Thomas' first year being the focal point still has to share with CJ and Dennis Schroeder in the tanking year. This is all facts.
Yeah.
Tony, Tony, hi, how you doing? Leaf here. We was talking about the age of 23. Let's stay on track. 23 years old, Cam Thomas now has the key to the team.
But they still didn't have that situation.
What are you talking about?
He didn't have the key to the team.
Wait.
We were talking about the age
Let
of
him finish because
23.
he got to make some sense at some point. Go ahead.
We were talking about the
Hey,
age of 23.
real quick,
That's what-
Leaf, when you talk about a guy having a green light, Donovan Mitchell wasn't taking every shot on the Utah Jazz. It
No,
was
of course
still
he
other
was.
guys he was sharing the ball with. He was a better facilitator coming into the league too. But go ahead.
Yeah, he was a guard. He was a point guard.
You know what?
He
You know
was
what?
averaging 4 assists.
God damn it, that's a damn good point, Priest.
He's a point guard.
Wait. Hold on.
At the age of 23, that's the parameter that we going on. So let's pay attention to the get your chat on
4
the screen.
assists is not much better than Cam Thomas' 3.4.
Get your chat on the screen.
Hold on, Leaf, to your point, because even when we doing the age of 23, we have to put context into the situation. We can't just take
so give me some more context.
Wait. We can't just look at the player and just be like, oh, the player did this. We have to look at the team as well, bro. Spider came onto the team with people like Royce O'Neal, Mike Conley when he was still good, dishing out the rock, Rudy Gobert, Rudy Gay, Joe Ingles when he was still good. Like, bro, you can't just automatically just throw the player out there and just
Leaf, hold on for a sec. The point is, though, is that you can make every excuse in the book. Yeah, not many people have come into the league with Cam Thomas' situation, but we're still basing it off of the age where they got the keys. Cam Thomas got the keys at 23. These are the stats that he's putting up. This is the impact that he has. He does not have more impact.
Thank you.
In most cases, he's not even a better scorer on points per game than some of these guys that he's.
Well, we do have a tanking team, though.
You also got to look at the roster, too, and all respect, man. Let's keep it 100. Why would we look at Nick Claxton being an unreliable secondary starter to Cam Thomas?
We not start on that Nick Claxton shit.
Before we bury Cam completely.
Yo, John always want to get the Claxton.
Smart out-rebounded Claxton today, Priest. Explain that one to me. Wait, guys. I got to put Priest on 100 here.
One mic.
Y'all talking about Clax. Clax ain't got nothing to do with this. Let's slow it down.
Breeze, get your shit off the screen, bro, because I basically worked that.
real quick, I just
on,
want to
hold
reply
on.
to Dylan real
Well,
quick. I just want to reply to Dylan real quick. Dylan, I hear
Right.
your point.
We're gonna
With
get to the stats after this.
I hear your point, but like if when we like the names that we threw out there, right? Those guys been the number one option. They've been like the main thing on their team for a long time now, for a good while, like at least 1 year. So
By the
even when
time
you
they was 23, right?
so like when you compare Cam Thomas at 23, the guys that we throwing out there, they already had their role. So like that role, you already learned they already learning a lot
Facts.
of things from that role from being in it from a time. So like
But you can't.
Right.
You
I
can't
can't
ask to compare.
You're taking cheap
So
shots.
easy.
Stop
That's a
taking
good
So
cheap
point.
shots
easy.
at
So
Cam
easy.
Thomas, man.
So
Hold on,
easy. We gotta find it.
hold on. No. Time out, Leif. I wanted to read these stats because y'all. I got you, bro. Like, yeah, it's a lot of
just
y'all, man, and
hold
y'all
it real
saying
quick.
a lot. I'm
Let
trying
Breeze
to.
go. Let Breeze go.
I'm trying to fact check what y'all say. It's a lot of
Yeah, slow
opinions
it
being
down.
thrown. Yeah, it's a lot of opinions, but this is how we get to the facts. We get to the stats, and again, whoever was saying that he had the green light, a whole wait. You asked me to take it off the thing of the screen, and I did because you on the panel and he not. But shout to him. That, you know what I'm saying, his comment holds up. As you can
This comment
see,
doesn't
hold
hold
on,
up.
bro.
This
Can I
bullshit.
finish, bro? Cam Thomas ain't take 17 shots per game in his rookie season. He ain't averaged 19 shots per game in his second season. He ain't averaged, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the clear difference in Donovan Mitchell and Cam Thomas, and y'all acting like it's not, but it is. Games started 71, games played 79. He was being stifled by Steve Nash and Jock Vaughn, and y'all pretend like it never happened. It's just unfair. But to compare the career,
When he got
it's like
drafted
Lil
though,
Wayne
Breeze, he
said, man,
came
it's
onto a
unfair to
team with
compare the
Kevin
career.
Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Can I like well here's the thing, bro.
I
Yeah,
told you he's a fan.
Jay is asking for us to find a nigga that's a small guard, and then now you're asking for us to find a nigga that didn't have the keys in the first year, and now somebody else is asking for us to find somebody that got the keys when they up to the franchise when they was at 23, and then somebody else is asking me, yo, what did he do at the age of 23 that was comparable to Cam Thomas, and then somebody else is asking, what was he getting paid at the age of 23? There's so many goddamn parameters to appeal to this Cam Thomas situation is fucking crazy.
It's
It's
nobody's
ridiculous.
That's
appeasing
why
them.
I'm
They
saying
trying
though
to.
that if everybody
No,
has
but that's the
Everybody's
no.
asking.
Stop
No.
yelling, saying the
Everybody's asking
wrong
for
thing,
different
bro. You
shit.
saying the wrong thing, yelling. No, bro. Listen, I'm saying that nobody's appeasing Cam Thomas. They trying to say that they doing the opposite. If you ask me, you know what I
This shit is
mean.
bad.
All I'm saying is, Leaf. At the end of the day, if y'all want to say that he's going to be a number two, just like I said, it was other people, bro. He was taking the most shots since he was a rookie. It wasn't nobody taking more than 17 shots, nobody taking more than 19 shots. He was taking the most shots since he got in the league. That is not the same story as Cam Thomas. So the players y'all trying to compare him to, it's not fair, bro.
Dylan,
Yeah, but if that,
hold up.
but if
We
you're gonna say
started
that
this
everything's not
parameter
fair,
at the age of
hold on,
23, bro.
Leaf,
I
hold
didn't
up,
give a
Leaf,
shit
hold up.
about rookie or
Hold,
sophomore season.
hold on, Leaf. Let Dylan go.
I got excuses are like assholes. Everybody has one. You can't say every excuse in the book when you've asked about comparing the age, comparing the position they were drafted in, compare this, compare that, compare that. If you're gonna have the mindset of you can't be debunked, there's no way that you can have the debate. We've given examples as to how Cam Thomas is in a position that he's in, but is not better than certain players that are similar in height around the same age that he was. So it's like, if we're going to have the debate, you also have to be open to actually hearing the differences, because though Cam Thomas is a great player, every fan base does the same shit, which is overvaluing their own players. That's just a fact. You're always going to overvalue a guy that you draft because that's a homegrown guy. You come to love them. Pause. But you know what I mean? Like, that's just how it works.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, but
Man, if you
again,
gotta say pause, I said it weeks ago.
I was
Everybody got their
never
lovable.
debating whether or not he was better. I was saying at the end of the day, like the Bleacher Report, should he be under the 25 or under the 25? I thought he should have been on that. But like the debate, just the fact that he's in conversations with Donovan Mitchell, I just think it's impressive. I don't really think he did
No, it's not that it's not impressive. It's just look at Donovan Mitchell throughout his career. He could not get out of the West when he was the number one option, right? He was the number one option, and he was the number one option scorer. He couldn't make it out of the West, right? He hasn't even made it out of the East, and he has probably the most stacked roster compared to Boston, like in terms of starting five. So
and
the
don't
point
nobody
is that
believe in the Cavs.
Why did they get bumped?
He can't do it by himself. He was like a number 10 pick. Well, he was a lottery pick, but I think he was like number 12.
Yeah, he was 13th. He was the second to last lottery pick. But the point that I'm saying, though, is that look at the team that he was on, right? The comparison's there. Undersized guard, high caliber scorer on a mediocre team. Guess what? Donovan Mitchell led his team to the playoffs. Right now, Cam Thomas is leading his team to a bottom 5 pick. And that's no disrespect to him, but that's just the fact. You can
that's just what they want.
You can compare the that's what we want because that's what we need.
That's what the team wants.
We don't have the stability that Utah had when they drafted Donovan.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Not taking that into account.
We're just saying that's the point I'm trying to make.
But nobody's taking that away from you.
Go ahead, Priest. Go ahead, Priest.
No.
I said on that top 25 under 25 list. You know, you got Wemby, you got Ant, you got Paolo, you got Franz, you got Chet, you got Halliburton, Maxey, Evan Mobley, Jalen.
That's a fan
SGA
thing.
25.
Is it really a fan thing, bro?
It's a thing with the reporters, the media.
This is an
ESPN media. The media.
But all of those players are better than Cam.
Yeah, but they're gonna sell it. Cam don't have the personality that people want. Like one of the players told him. Like one of the players, like another player told Cam. Another player told Cam. Wait, hold on. Another player told Cam, either you be the hero or you be the villain. You got to play a role. You got to be either like or dislike. Draymond, right?
That was Draymond.
Right? Yeah.
I don't care about all that. Just go.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, in order to get your
to get them accolades and people,
right, to get all this with what the fans are saying. This is what fans are talking about.
Scott,
it's all marketing. It's a business.
It's a business.
Is he better than though? You keep saying marketing. Who was he better than that? These niggas just named.
Bro, what we're telling you, I feel like what we're telling you is that Cam Thomas has shown just with his time on the court and with his numbers that he's putting up currently that he's gonna keep improving and he's comparable to all of these guys. I didn't say he was better than anybody. I said he's comparable, and the fact that he's comparable without having the set role and set that these other guys have had. They got on the team and they was able to showcase their skill set and improve.
Not Maxey.
What you mean? Maxey has been
coming off the bench too.
Right, but he ain't been in the same type of. Maxey is nice. I'm not shitting on Maxey at all. I like Maxey, but he's definitely had more of a consistent role than Cam Thomas had.
I'll give you Maxey, but when you have a great playmaker on your team,
just to let you know, Maxey didn't get a consistent role on the team until last year. He was 23 years old. He came out averaging 26, 6, and 4.
If Maxey,
he was the second best player on that team, bar none.
Bro, if KD would have never left, I feel like Cam Thomas would be putting up better numbers than Maxey. Like, because Maxey got Embiid to play with him. Like, it's different. Like, of course he's going to get mad assists passing it to Embiid. If Cam Thomas would get more assists passing it to KD. Like, it's very
Breeze
simple.
starting trouble, bro. You see this bullshit? Breeze starting trouble.
So, you saying he's number one? He's not comparable to Wemby. So he's not comparable to
bro. We talking about small guards only.
Trouble.
No, I was talking about this top 20 because Breezy brought it up. This top 25 under 25.
Oh, well, I feel like the whole argument was really about he's not better than the small guards like Steph, Ja, Donovan, Trey, and then I even put AI and Isaiah Thomas in there because I just look, but. Franchises
are built around those players.
At the age of 23, and we just brought up Trey Young at the age of 23, who was leading the team
to
the
playoffs. What about Jalen Green, who's 23 as well, and arguably the best player on one of the best teams in the West?
Sengun's by
I
far
wouldn't
better.
even say. I'm not
I
ready to
mean,
say
it's
But
that.
arguable.
the
It
main
depends on
thing,
which
the
Houston
main
fan you talk
comparison
to.
in
I
all
know
of
what
those
a lot of
players,
people believe, but that
Priest,
is
the
I'm
main
staying away from
comparison
that
with all
shit,
those
bro. I
players is
don't know
that
who the second best
those
player is on that
franchises
team.
have built teams around those small guards, either because they seen something in them, or because they had a skill set that they looked at and was like, hey, okay, you may
And
be small, but
and,
we got to build a team around you because we think your skill set can lead to
but
winning.
there was a lot
you
of
know what?
tanking too.
Ellen, I'm glad.
Right.
Yo, see what you just said, Ellen. I'm glad I heard you said all of them teams build around those players, bro.
But
And
see what
the
Priest just
The
said.
Nets have been wasting Cam Thomas time for about the last 5 years. The last three, realistically. So that tells me one thing: they don't believe in him like them other teams believe in them other picks, and that's what I keep
No,
telling y'all.
correction.
Correction.
The NBA doesn't believe in him.
Right. Thank
NBA,
you. Thank
What about Sean?
NBA,
you.
I got to
NBA,
start a
now
conversation. What about Sean
Thank
Marks? Does
you.
Sean
no,
Marks believe in Cam
wait a minute,
Thomas?
wait
Just
a
go
minute,
ask
wait
No.
a
yourself
minute.
that.
Thank
Forget
you.
NBA for a second
No,
here.
no, no, no,
No,
no.
NBA don't believe in him.
Yo,
What about
one
Sean?
I'm
Wait,
second.
glad.
wait,
And when I
Scott.
say,
Scott. What about Sean
hold
Marks? Does
on,
he
I'm
believe in
glad
let me
Cam
you co-signed
Thomas?
clarify.
that. Hold on, wait.
One at a
Scott, I'm
time,
glad
man.
you co-signed that, bro. But
I gotta say something to
Priest just
this.
said
I
something
quickly say this.
on one. Somebody said something on one end about Houston believing in day picks in Utah or whatever, or all these other small market teams believing in day picks. But somehow, some way, it's the NBA that came in and said, "No, y'all in the front office, y'all don't put nothing around Cam Thomas." That's what y'all telling me.
No. That's not what I was saying. That's why I was trying to finish. But that was I was trying to elaborate on what I was saying. When you talk to executives around the league, they believe that Cam Thomas is a good scorer, but they do not believe in him as that guy. That's why earlier when we was down here before you came in, Leaf, I was saying how Cam Johnson's trade value is so much higher than Cam Thomas because of how the league, their general managers, excuse me, their executives look at these players. They do not look at Cam Thomas as that same piece that Brooklyn Net fans look at him as.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
But I mean, I
Let me
think,
say this. Let me say this.
but
Thank
you
you.
They
can. I
have,
don't think you
but
can
to
build
be
yourself
fair
up to
too,
That's what
become
I've
that
been
they
player.
saying
have a
all along.
career
Let
of
Priest finish.
No.
Let
build.
Priest finish. Let Priest
Hold on.
finish. Let
To
Priest
be
finish.
fair, they have a
Finish.
career of letting of doing this. We're just
Okay.
fans. Like I said, I've came in here and told you numerous times. If you put on a Brooklyn Nets jersey, I support you as a player.
Mhm.
But
He
they
took
have a
Cam Johnson.
career,
Get him
and
off
their
my team.
jobs are on the line with putting the right talent together to
Yeah.
to win basketball games and compete for championships. So
Yo, y'all
if
Okay.
gotta
they
see.
looking
Okay.
at
Y'all,
Okay.
if they
y'all
Hold on.
gotta
Let
be
me
evaluating
Let
Cam
real.
me say this.
Thomas,
Hold on.
Most
Let me say this.
NBA fans
Hold
don't
on. Let
know
me say this.
about Brooklyn Nets players because they don't watch Brooklyn Nets basketball since KD left. So you
That's
gotta
Thank
true.
you.
say.
That's
So
Thank
when
right.
you.
they see
Right.
Cam Thomas, they be like, "Who the fuck is that guy? Why the fuck is
Right.
he scoring? So
Priest.
how did he get 17 points in 7 minutes? What the fuck is
Right.
he doing?"
Right.
Right. Hold
Priest.
on. Let me say this. Let me say this. Let
Priest.
me hold
Where
on.
does
Let me
the
say this. Let me
NBA
say this.
tie
Hold on.
into
Hold
that?
on. Can I please say this? Can I please say this,
no,
bro?
I was just talking about the league as a whole. I wasn't talking
Right.
about like Adam
Right. That's
Silver
what.
and people
Right.
like that. I was just talking
Right.
about
That's what I.
the
But that's
teams
what
in
I
the
want to.
league.
Right. That's what I wanted to add to. Y'all said a lot. I'm just trying to catch up with the conversation. So, long story short, that's what's wrong with the NBA. They focus too much on the entertainment and they compromise the integrity of being competitive for the sake of entertainment. And players like Cam Thomas get a bad rap for being quote unquote, oh, you gotta be this or that because the NBA is entertainment, but that's
Thank
why the
you.
ratings are down. The
Thank you.
ratings are down because they tried to focus so much on entertaining us when people are really entertained by the competition, the
Right. The
competitive.
game.
So you
No,
don't
the
have to
ratings
be
are
into
down is
you.
because they put
Hold
so much marketing
on, hold
behind
on.
them old ass niggas. That's why
I
they
was gonna
Yeah,
ratings
No,
are
say,
no,
can
down.
no.
I just
So,
add to what?
hold on.
Wait, 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 Breezy. Can I just add to what
Let him
Breezy
finish.
just
But it's
said?
a
Wait,
lot,
wait, wait,
Breezy.
Breezy.
That's one
Breezy,
of
Listen,
the
no,
hold on,
wait,
reasons.
hold on.
wait.
Listen,
Can I say
listen,
this
bro.
one thing
Let
though?
him finish,
Hold on,
bro.
hold on, bro. Let me finish what I'm saying, please. It's 10 of y'all. What I'm saying is, or 9 of y'all. What I'm saying is, they letting ChatGPT and box scores and stats and what brings in revenue come in, and the same numbers going to pull up because you're not giving guys a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the obvious numbers going to pull up. But go ahead, John. What was the quick thing you wanted to
No,
say?
Yo, can I
I
ask
think
y'all one
Breezy.
quick question? Do y'all know who won that um Celtics versus Denver game?
Celtics won, I
Boston.
believe.
The
Celtics
I
Celtics
was,
won.
one.
And
Yeah.
the only reason why I asked because I seen a crazy stat that
But Jokic don't play.
Celtics is the team that shoots the most threes in the NBA, and the
Right.
Nuggets is the team that shoots the most twos in the NBA. And you're talking about the Chat GPT shit, and like what wins in those situations? You know what I mean? And you saying the Celtics won, so Chat GPT wins, man, shooting all the
I mean,
threes.
No, I mean
Jay, that's well,
it's
Jay, that
math
like
though.
the only the only thing about that is one, Jokic wasn't in that game. Two, both of them teams
Oh, he
got
ain't play.
championships, bro. Like,
Yeah.
no,
No, Jokic
Joker
ain't
didn't
played
Oh,
the
play.
last 2
Oh,
games. He been out with an
Joker
illness.
didn't play the
uh,
last 2 games. He's been out with an illness, and two, both of them teams are
He got the flu.
champions. So
and they
one,
were
but one
competitive
did
though.
it.
They were competitive.
Yeah, yeah. And that game was very competitive all through the end. And even though the Celtics did pull away, like I don't really think that's the parameter of like the chat BT or whatever the shit is, bro. Like the real reason why the NBA is losing ratings is because exactly what Pre said, bro. They don't know how to market young talent.
bro,
They
it's
are
so many
very,
That's
very
reasons.
bad at what
that's
they
not
do.
It's bad reasons because
that's
all of
not
y'all are
true.
right. All of you guys are right. I think.
What you mean that's
Well,
not true?
the
Kay
reason why is
Cunningham
because
and Paolo been
we
balling.
don't watch games
Well,
like we used to watch. It's not like we all get on
Kay
CBS
Cunningham and
and watch
Wimby.
a game.
Yo,
Wait. Let
bro,
PT get
hold
it
up.
off. Let PT
Yo,
get it
Let
off.
PT get it off,
Cade
and
and Wemby been balling, and they
after
barely on television.
you right too, LM. All of y'all are right. But go
You
ahead,
can't
PT, and I got something after PT.
the ratings has more to do with like the way you watch games now. There's young dudes that watch games over Twitter. That like there's people who got a lot of people got illegal streams. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why the ratings
Word.
is down is because of the technology and all of the different ways that people enjoy the game.
And
There's
it's not
there's
even just that part, because that's what I was gonna say. But it's the fact that you can't even get certain games, certain places. Like
true.
it's so hard
That's
to
true.
find your teams a lot of times.
But more intrinsic to it than that. Like I sometimes I'm at my desk working and I'm not looking at my screen and I just throw on Leaf. I'll just have Leaf telling me to look up something and if something interesting happens, I'll just pull up the Yes app on my computer. It's
Facts.
you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why the ratings are down. People this if you look at compare like when they do a
Bro, so
T
many
rating,
people complain about League Pass. League Pass should have every game on it. You could buy
but
League Pass and still not be able to see your
but
team.
do you
Like,
know do you know that
Exactly.
do you know almost the same amount of people have league pass that has the NFL ticket, and then on top of that, if you look at just followers and
they was
social
giving that shit
media.
away for free with 2K.
Dead ass, and the shit don't even
if,
work.
Wait,
That's
if
you
why they
also
get
know.
that trash legend package. That shit ain't even
You
work.
also
Mine work.
wait.
How
but
you
You
if you
do
also
that?
know
look
what.
at if you look
Mine
at the
work good.
social media, the
You
NBA
can make a
has more.
$5 parlay on FanDuel and
The only
get League
problem with
Pass
it
for free.
is you can only watch
I
it
did
on
that
one
shit.
screen. So if I have it on my TV and then I want to switch it to my computer, I have to turn it off my TV. That's the only problem.
2K was giving people their codes in December, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. That's like that shit
Hey,
is
you
just.
I'm
gotta
just saying
you
the
gotta check
NBA
your spam.
makes it too
Mm.
difficult to watch games a lot of times. And
No,
you're right, they making the game too soft. And you're right, they letting Chat GPT rule shit. Like they not marketing the young players right. Y'all are all right. All of these reasons are the reasons why. And like the fan atmosphere in the buildings be kind of whack sometimes. And the only reason why I'm definitely adamant about all of this shit because I watched some damn YouTube video. The dude was he was basically bigging up the EuroLeague propaganda, but he was showing how some of their games be when they have rivalry games and shit. He was talking about how they really respect the coaches and they don't just get fired and thrown to the side. Like that's a real big part of the game. The coaches, the fact that um, is intensity on the court. They not calling techs on little bullshit all the time.
But
the,
it's
Hey, let me
easy.
put it
It's
like this,
easy to
Jay.
to
Let me
look
put it
at
like
Europe.
this. We know that the NBA has ruled Christmas for the past, whatever. How about one of them NFL games and both of them were blowouts, had more ratings than damn near all 5 NBA games combined.
Well, one
Damn.
football is just more popular. That's the
Well,
Here,
NBA is
well,
more
priest. Well,
the
But
let me
NBA
say
is more
this.
hold on,
popular on an
it's more
international
popular,
standpoint.
but that shit is crazy. But for one blowout football game to have more people watching than all 5 NBA games is crazy.
Them
I
Christmas games was
understand it's
fire
more
though. I ain't gonna
popular.
hold you.
Well,
I
also
mean,
again though, the NFL's been around since the 1920s. Basketball really got big in the 60s, right? That's when the
Yes.
right.
Bird
Right.
Magic era
Yeah.
started.
But that has
So
been. Look, I saw a lot of people on there. They posted little shorts on Twitter and all this shit. It said, "Well, my family, we always been watching basketball. And we ain't gonna stop." So when you look at it from that perspective, basketball has been the thing that has ran Christmas. People used to say they you get the best matchups, et cetera, et cetera. It
Yeah.
used to always be
A Christmas thing.
if like I'll put it to you like this. If the NFL played back when the Miami Heat played the Lakers on Christmas, they would not have out viewed that game with Kobe and LeBron. They wouldn't have. No, they wouldn't have. And you can say the NFL king, but they would not have had more ratings than Kobe versus LeBron James because
No,
the
no
NBA
Christmas games
marketed it
in
better. You had
2012
the
and in
puppets, you
2011.
had
Them
all
shits
that
was
shit.
fire.
Back
Yeah.
then,
You had the
Priest, it was Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. So I mean, like if they put a Christmas game with them two, I mean,
hey, don't forget Ben
You,
Roethlisberger.
you know what it is though. You guys know what it really is though.
I don't think it would have outviewed because the NBA was just so much better at marketing their players.
Not
Everybody remember the puppet commercials
Yo,
with
but
Kobe
but
and
look,
LeBron.
yo, Priest. I say this though. The players are making themselves hard to market sometimes too. I'm gonna give them the grace on that because they was really trying to pass the keys to Ja. They tried their hardest. They was about to pass the keys to Ja, and he fucked that bag up
Yes,
himself.
he
I
did.
nah.
mean,
Wait, Jay. You wanna know what it
Ant Man
really
has
is?
been
Jay,
good, but
Jay,
they
you wanna know
have
what it? Wait, can I say
Yeah,
this
they
one
because they
thing?
they,
doggone
I, they kind of switched it to Ant Man, but low key Ant
Yeah.
Man ain't Ja.
No, Jay, you know what it
Like
is? Jay, you know what it is with the cap space going up every year and these guys get all these big contracts. When do they ever always play all these national games? You have all these national games now. These teams rarely ever play the best guys. Usually it's either injury situation or they
Yep,
choose to
that's a
rest these
problem.
guys because
Well,
they have
Ja
to rest.
team
That's
is
a huge
better than
problem.
Ant right
But
now. So
Load
but can I just say?
management is a
But
big part of the
right, but
problem with the NBA ratings
it's a
as
huge
well.
I
problem.
think I think
But you
my
wait,
fault.
let John
Like
finish.
even
Let
for
John
My bad.
finish.
instance yesterday,
no
if you turned on that Boston like you didn't watch it, Jay. So if you
No.
turned on that Boston Denver game, looking to see Jokic and the last two champions go head to head, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
You
you're
turn
right.
it on and Jokic ain't playing. You're like, well, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You turn into something else.
So can
So
I ask you one question? Um, since the league is doing bad marketing and selling right now, and they're down,
and it's Adam Silver's fault.
how do that reflect on the players? For instance,
Well, the players
with
aren't any
the thing,
better.
let me give you one player in particular, Cam Thomas. No, because he doesn't portray that image or that excitement that the league needs. Do that affects how they portray him to the rest of the league?
Scott, you
I
know what it
think
is, Scott? The NBA, listen, the NBA, even people forget, the NBA, the corporation, it's a corporation. Let's call the NBA for
Yeah.
what it is. It's a
Yeah, it's a
corporation.
business.
Back in the day, it used to be about building stars the organic way, trying to make money. Let's remember, the satellite cable didn't exist back then. You really had, regular TV and all that. Now you have
Right.
streaming. We just talked about that whole thing. Everything's now
Right.
becoming a whole streamer thing. That's the way you can really see other teams play now because rarely do all the teams that are in the middle tier market ever get top games. It's crazy. The Timberwolves, I think they had the most TV games this year. Then they traded away Towns, and now people don't want to watch that team because they look very fragmented. So they kind of
Yeah.
screw themselves on that one. But just to make the point here that it's time to invest in new stars. But look what the NBA is doing. They're still talking about Kevin Durant, Stephen Curry, and LeBron. You look at their three teams right now. Are their three teams look like championship teams? No, they don't. They all look like bottom teams scraping by. But the NBA knows they want to make as much money off these guys before they throw it in. And Curry just said the other day, I'm not going to play like LeBron till I'm 40. My window might be the next 2 to 3 years, and that's it. Like, the NBA has to decide how long you're going to cash out who made you all this money before you move into the next era and start building other players because you have to. You can't just say these
Right.
three guys are gone and then nothing else happens. That's
But
how you
see,
That is
this
fail
is the
true,
and
thing.
John.
die as
You
a
know how else you
I
want
corporation.
agree,
you know how
John.
else you
This is
want to
the
know how the
thing.
league is so slow. You want to know how
This is
else
the
the league
thing.
is so
We
slow?
had when we had Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan wasn't a boisterous, uh, uh,
That is true.
flamboyant
That
character,
is true.
Right.
right? His
That is
his
true.
game spoke for itself,
But
right?
the
The
players
argument
knew.
was the
He talked
more
a lot of shit on the court, though. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
talking
I know
about
what you're
as far
saying.
as
I know what
marketing
you're
with
saying.
players. We like the out there personality. He wasn't no LeBron James. He wasn't nothing like that.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
but the guy that was more like that was Charles Barkley. But
Yeah.
the NBA did a better job under a better commissioner at getting this talent in front of the fans. This is the thing. So if you're talking about Ant Man and Shea and all these guys aren't the outgoing yada 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 type of players, that's okay. So what? If you're a good marketing brand, you don't even see NFL players' faces for real. But the marketing is so much better. So it's on the NBA and Adam Silver, which I think he is incapable of doing, of properly making these players uh marketable and making the players fun to watch, making the team and another thing, the referees take a lot of the fun out of the game too, and the fans are tired of that shit. All these
Right.
bullshit foul calls, all this stuff. It's a lot of things going on inside the league that
Mhm.
they need to work on to get it back to where it was. And I don't know if they can. Because you followed Michael Jordan up with Kobe Bryant, who also wasn't a very outgoing, outspoken person.
Yeah.
The league is so the league. The reason why the league is so slow is like you parading this dude around, and that's what I don't get because you're parading this dude around. In
I don't
terms
want to
of
see this
Wemby,
old
in
ass
terms
nigga
of
LeBron no more with
yeah,
his
like
son,
you're
sorry ass
parading
son,
Damn
this
straight
flexing on
no.
the court. Man, fuck out of
you're
here.
parading this 20-year-old or
Big
this
facts.
who
That
just turned
me and you can
21
agree on.
in terms of Wemby, we paraded him like, yo, this gonna be the greatest, it's gonna be the greatest prospect of all time. Then why the
And
hell
he
does he only
is.
have four nationally televised
He is the
games?
greatest prospect of all time.
So why does he only have four televised games then?
Who?
Because
The-
Adam Silver is a fucking idiot.
San Antonio.
Wemby.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like
why
I
is
don't
he
it
want to
talking
makes
hear
no
that
about
San
sense.
Wendy a
Antonio
lot this
shit.
season? That's a
Because when they
problem.
had Duncan, they had plenty of national TV games. When they had David
Right,
Robinson, they had plenty of national TV games. So I don't want to hear
exactly.
San Antonio is
Right, it's
that
not
bum
because
ass
of San
Adam Silver who is
Antonio.
trash.
Right.
It's a
Well,
bigger market now. It's a bigger market than what you think it is.
OKC
Yeah,
is
yeah,
one of the
yeah. No,
hottest
no,
teams in
no.
the
When they
West.
when they got
Why are they
Duncan,
not nationally televised?
when they got
Yeah,
Duncan,
that's
they
true.
also had 20, 50-win seasons too. That ought to play a factor in it. Goddamn.
No,
Well,
they
the
Right,
did,
league.
but
but
the
they
fact
What
is,
had
they
David
doing?
they
Robinson
still
as
had
well.
national
It
games.
wasn't just
Indiana was a small market. Paul George was. I can remember Paul George was on ESPN all the time.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah, right
Well,
after
I could catch a Paul
he
if
George
played
you
game on
look,
LeBron. Yeah,
Indy.
you
right
if you
after
look
he
at how the
played
league
LeBron and
is,
them. Yeah. Of
Yeah,
course you saw him.
if you
No,
look at
I'm
how the
talking about
league
Yeah.
is, they
regular games
promote their
too. They
first
had
overall
Christmas
picks for the
games.
first season, and then they don't anymore. Like, look at Paulo, barely any media attention. Cade, barely any
yeah,
media
that's
attention.
true.
Right,
Like,
right.
Exactly.
but Paulo
they,
this
they,
year has been
they,
because of
they,
injury.
even Zion. Like,
Paulo,
look at even Zion,
Paulo
for
got
example.
hurt.
Like,
Paulo got hurt. Zion stayed hurt.
No, but
John Morant and Zion
no,
even
I'm
last
saying,
year,
Even last
even
year, though.
yeah, I'm saying
even last
Yeah,
year,
yeah.
Paulo barely got.
Your number one overall pick
Paulo's
should
not
be your
that type
highest
of
marketable
player.
players. Yeah,
Right.
your
It's
first
not
overall
about
pick should be
who
your
what the
highest
type
marketable
of
guys,
player
not just
is.
the
It's
first
about
year.
you can market any player. You can market goddamn Cam Reddish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can
Bro, he
market
should have been
any
I
so much
don't know
player
better.
about that shit.
if they do the proper legwork. They're not. I'm using Cam Reddish as an extreme example. I'm not saying that that's something that should be done,
Right.
but you can market any player if you do the proper legwork. They do not, and the players only care about their checks. So there you go. Now
Paulo
you're
and
in this
K
I mean,
should
but
discussion.
definitely
Another thing,
be
another
You
marketed.
know,
thing
you know
that
what's
makes
kind
it.
of wait, can I say this one thing? You know what's
I
kind of
guess
weird today? You know how they were
I just
hyping up
got
the
one
big
more
game
thing. I
between
just got one more thing, John, and then I'm gonna go on mute.
um,
Another
yeah.
thing that the players in the past did that helped with the marketing is they played every game. You can't have that helps with ticket sales and that helps with views. You can't have people tuning in. Imagine tuning in to Phoenix versus Chicago back in the 90s and Barkley and Jordan ain't playing. Who the fuck? What?
that's a
But that's
fact.
the type of
That
shit
is a
that we
fact.
have today.
I
So you
mean,
have that, and that
Kobe
hurts
said
the
the
ticket
same thing.
sales, and that hurt the viewership.
Kobe said the same exact
well,
thing. Like, yo, I know kids is come. I know players coming to. I know people are coming to see me. I understand that. So yeah, I'm gonna play every game if I can. I'm not gonna cheat the game. Like I know they coming to see me. I'm gonna give them a show. They put their hard earned money in these seats to come see me.
I mean, to get on the fact about the like the playing every game thing or playing most of the games, like at least like close to 75 plus. I think that's more. I think that's more of a front office and front office and management decisions for players to sit out more, even more so than it is players themselves. Be honest with you, bro. Like because it could be a team that got a game sold up, but at the same time, I'm like, what's stopping like a starter? Like say if let's use an example. Say if the Boston Celtics had 60 something wins and they already secured up the East or whatever, and Jason Tatum, they wanted to sit Jason Tatum out. Ain't nothing wrong with playing Jason Tatum for 10 minutes in the entire game. Like players just to see your favorite player for like 5 to 10 minutes, like for the fans and for the viewership at home and for that too. All that alone is cool. Like players used to low manage players minutes back then. Like some nights, or when the Bulls had like 60 something wins and they secured up the East, Jordan played maybe like 15 minutes, and then that was it. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Leaf, you gotta entertain this question there, right? Like, what if a kid or whoever, even regardless if they won 60 games or not, yo, I saved up enough money. I want to see Tatum play in the 61 game. Tatum out.
Right.
What do you do then?
Shaq. Yeah. Well. Here's the thing. When the player's out, and I ain't gonna lie, it was the little girl that cried, and she went to both Denver games when Steph, and she had all the Steph gear, and then Steph kind of came to the third game. That was a wholesome moment. That I ain't gonna lie, that was a good moment for the league. Even Jimmy had did it. One of his fans came from Ecuador to see him play. He didn't play that night, and then he played the next night, got him some tickets or what, just that the third. That was cool, but I don't think that should be done in the first place. I think low management can take place on the court. You know, LeBron proved it for many, many years. That nigga done took like centuries. He done took seasons off playing defense.
Kawhi catching up to him.
Kawhi just can't get back on him. Yeah, Kawhi just surpassed him.
He definitely surpassed that nigga in low. He surpassed him in low man.
The only thing is Kawhi is legitimately injured. Exactly. That's the problem.
Yeah. That's true.
Kawhi knees won't put him on the court. That's the
Did y'all see Kawhi knee? Did y'all see? They got a picture of Kawhi knee. That shit look.
Yo, listen. Just knock on wood. He could play as many games as he can. But it's likely he's not going to be playing probably for more than 4 years at most, God willing.
Well,
the way he's going.
Right. To get back to the episode of Dragon Ball Z that we all agreed on. All of these points basically points to the fact that what Dylan was saying and what I've been saying all along.
Adam Silver is trash and he need to be fired.
Well, not just that, but I'm talking about our situation. Our situation is very simple. Everybody on this team, on this current roster as possible, is not going to lead the Nets to shit anytime soon. And by the time we reach 50 wins or 55 plus wins in the East, none of these damn players, probably maybe one or two of these players will be here, but ain't none of them going to be responsible for it.
Leaf, Noah Clowney got 29 tonight. You telling me he's not a...
What about Noah Clowney, Leaf? I think you said you want to trade him for Cam Whitmore. Clowney is kind of stepped up, man.
I just want to say one thing. Real quick. I know I said I was going to go on.
Noah Clowney shot 20 goddamn shots.
He got 29 points tonight, 6 and 6 from free throw. Like he had a semi-perfect night.
Hold on real quickly. We praising 29 points in a 20-point blowout. Like what
fans
are saying? No, Priest. This is where I got to bring up Nick Claxton. I was thinking about Tyrese Martin out-rebounded Nick Claxton tonight. 10 rebounds. The guy who's competing for a contract out-rebounded the guy making $100 million, man. And you're talking me about Clowney? About Clowney?
Yo,
bring up Nick Claxton.
Yo, why Claxton getting the straight tonight?
Come on, somebody got to check this. Who wants to step in and check this, man? Come on.
Why Claxton getting the straight tonight?
29 points.
Yo, one
John,
did Nick Claxton take your girl or something, bro?
One at a time, y'all.
Yo, real quick, John, because you got a lot of hate for Nick Claxton. If you take
it's facts. It's facts. Please, it's straight facts. How is Tyrese Martin out rebounding this guy? Be real with me.
No, I am trying to be real. Did he take your old lady?
Can I
Is
just
something
jump in
happening?
here for a second?
No, bro. It's interesting that happy that Isaiah Thomas had to step up to the plate, but what has Claxton done to step up to the plate,
Please,
man? I'm still
Tyrese
waiting
Martin
for
out
that.
rebounding you is type crazy though.
It
It
is.
is.
I
I
don't
couldn't
give
believe
a
it
damn
myself.
about that. We trying to lose games, right? So why do we
True,
care?
but still,
Can I
Why
jump
do
in
we
for a second?
care?
Can I jump
Why
in
you
here for a
care?
second?
Yeah.
Why do we care
because
Wait,
he
wait,
about the
paying
hold
him
on,
I'll
a
put it
hundred.
like
Because
this.
he
I'll
paying
put
him
it like this.
100 million.
Hold
hold
on.
on,
I
hold
can't
on.
I'll
raise
put
my
it like
voice.
this.
Definitely sleeping.
We've
Let me
all
talk for
seen
a sec.
that
Because he
Nick
paying him
Claxton
100
has
million.
played. Hold on, real quick.
God
We've
damn
all
it.
seen that Nicholas Claxton has played on a team that was playing for a championship and played very well and been a big part of the team, not a bench player, and was very much a contributor with the proper talent around him. We looking at a tanking team and saying, "Oh, this player." That's why I ain't really killing Cam like that.
Yeah, but
But
Claxton
y'all
is
is
just a lesser
wilding.
Rudy Gobert.
You
That's all
replace
it is.
Allen with
Y'all is
Claxton.
wild.
You replace Allen with Claxton now. Allen produces better.
I never
I'm
wanted to
not. I'm
trade.
not.
Hold on, I never wanted to trade Jared Allen. That was whoever was KD fans. That
Yeah,
was
that's
his
true.
his
Yeah,
bid.
Me
yeah. I
neither.
wasn't. I wasn't me neither.
Nick Claxton was always supposed to be Jared Allen backup. That was the plan.
That was the
Be-
plan.
That was the plan. Yes, that was the
but
plan.
but but
Yo, let me
because
jump in here for a sec.
DeAndre Jordan got paid some money and he got to get on the court. They do the
Yep.
stupid shit. That's
Nigga
that's
was
one thing I don't know if
32 at the
I ever.
time.
Let me jump in here
I'll
for
be
a
honest
second.
yeah,
with you.
hold on. Let Dylan jump in. Let Dylan jump in real quick.
I'm
Go
I'm
ahead,
I'm
Dylan.
I'm taking the conversation a little differently because I'm looking at the rankings right now for the draft. Right, you got Washington at 1, New Orleans at 2, Toronto at 3, Charlotte at 4, Utah at 5, us at 6. If the league is trying to make it to where fans are going to grow, the sport's going to grow, you're going to aim for your highest market points. So like if you're really looking at it and say this is how the draft ended, today was the day, this was the picks, Brooklyn's going to be in the top 3. You just have to be a bottom 6 team to try and solidify that. So when you're
I
talking about
agree.
ratings,
I
my
agree
point
as
is
well.
that when you have
Dylan
markets,
Harper, here we come.
yeah, like Toronto and Brooklyn are probably 2 teams, if they stayed at where they are right now, will be in the top 3. Right? You may get that random team that jumps up into
I
the
can see
top 4.
Cooper Flag being put in Toronto because they
I think
can't
I
get
think
Oh,
Ace,
that would
I think it's
suck.
Ace
That
Bailey.
would
I think it's Ace
suck.
Bailey just
That
because
would
of the T-Mac.
suck.
Yeah, why would you want to face off Scotty Barnes and Cooper Flag, LM? That just makes our lives a lot harder. I'd
No,
rather be
Scotty
with
Barnes is
Utah.
a
realistically,
Put me with
Scotty
Utah,
Barnes is top.
Washington, or Portland in the
Hold
top
on,
2. Don't put
hold
Toronto
on,
with me, man.
hold on.
Man, we
realistically,
need more talent in the
Scotty
East, man.
Barnes is actually like a
realistically,
point forward.
yeah.
He can run your offense, so you can play
Flag's
him
similar
and
though.
Cooper Flag together.
I
But
was
go
gonna
ahead.
No,
say
no, I'm saying
realistically,
that they'll be too good
No.
together, Priest, is what I'm
No,
saying.
what he's saying is I don't want to see them both, bro. They're in our division, bro. I don't want to see them
Yeah.
both every game.
yeah, but we
Bro,
don't have
What
that
are
screw
you
that.
doing,
The
luxury.
East
Knicks?
We
has
don't
been
have
Knicks,
that
lacking in.
luxury.
Toronto,
Screw
come
that.
in. Join the
The East
Knicks
has
in
been
Boston.
the East has been lacking in
LM,
talent for years, bro. I'm
Yeah.
tired of that.
Time out. LM, I don't give a damn about the East. I care about the Nets. I don't give a damn
Wait,
about
I
the
LM,
don't
you
rest of
want
the
care.
the
We
East.
got the
Raptors? Wait,
best
LM, you want the
competition
Raptors to be
ever.
better than us?
I
What?
don't
Oh
give
my
a damn
gosh. I
about the
can't. I
rest of the
can't.
East.
LM. Oh my gosh. That's
First of
wild.
all, the
LM,
point I'm
I
And you
don't
making
got to
is
care about the
remember,
rest of the East.
and
if we was in the West, it'd
Orlando,
be the
and the
same. If we
Cavaliers
was in the West, it'd be
and
the same
Cavaliers got the
situation,
best
bro.
record in the league,
One
bro.
mic, one
I
mic.
don't care about the East.
Leaf, do
You
you have
think these?
neighbors?
I don't give a damn about the rest of the East.
I thought you
Yeah.
Leave
didn't
me
even think
alone
Cooper
about the
Flag was
damn
that
You talking
East.
good.
about you talking about you don't care about the rest of the East? You should, because they are our competition. Doesn't matter whether you care or not. The GMs got to care about the rest of the East because they got to
Yep.
compete.
I know,
Yep.
but this is why I don't want them to get no more goddamn top talent because they are
Yeah.
competition.
I mean, look at the
Well, that's not the
Raptors. They're
case because it
technically
doesn't
a
matter if
decent
they're not the.
team, but they're
It doesn't
potentially
matter if they.
tanking for a top guy.
But the point I'm
But come
making
on.
is it doesn't matter if they're in our division or not. The fact of the matter is these other teams have way better talent that is only going to get better, and we're still going to have to compete
Right.
And I'm
whether
gonna
they're
be
in our
honest
division
with
or
you.
not.
And I'm gonna
So
be
who
honest
Okay.
with you.
cares?
Toronto actually
Okay.
has top talent. Toronto right
We still
now
got to face
has top
Orlando.
talent.
Like
Every team that's under us got top talent. They just hurt.
exactly. So
Nah,
who cares
Toronto
Yeah.
ain't
if
hurt.
they get
Toronto
Toronto?
hurt.
We still got to compete with them
No,
anyway.
Toronto ain't hurt.
Toronto got hurt early in the season.
Man,
Toronto got hurt early in
them
the
dudes
season.
is Them dudes got better, and I'm
They
gonna
are
say it, and I know
tanking.
y'all
They
might
are
not agree.
cheating.
They got
Yes,
better
they are.
talent
They
than
are.
we
They
have,
are,
and
Leaf.
they
You're
out
right about
here
that.
Yeah, they
shit the
tanking.
bed.
On
This team
purpose.
just
Leaf said they
bruh,
cheated.
bro,
They
they got
cheated, Leaf.
Zion
Oh,
with 7 wins.
another one. New Orleans.
Cheating.
They have much better talent than us,
Cheating.
and they got less wins than
Cheating.
us. That shit crazy.
They are
They
Nah,
injury
cheating.
nah,
They
Priest.
injury
That
problem have
Zion
been
Ingram thing was
crazy.
never going to work
but
out, Priest. Let's call it what it is. That was never
No,
going to
they
work
have
out,
bad
Zion
injury.
priest,
They
Ingram.
have mad injuries
priest,
though. To be fair,
priest. They
For
got
multiple years, though,
Zion
mind
for the
you.
rest of the season.
Wait. Time out. LM, can you explain to me, bro, why it's 3 teams pulling the San Antonio Spurs the year before they got Duncan, bro, before us, bro, and when they got more talent than we do? It's 3. You can count 3 or 4 teams that got more talent more talent than we do. They got less wins than we do. That's in the bottom tier, pulling some damn 1997.
You
I want
see,
Tim Duncan in the first round. Shit, get out of
you
there,
see
bro.
wait.
Detroit. You see
3
Let's
and
bring.
Detroit
Hold on.
4.
So
tired of
let so
tanking.
let's bring some context,
Detroit
right?
tired of tanking.
Portland
I'm not
before.
bringing nothing to them. Niggas is cheating.
So look, right? Because Portland just recently got into their rebuild. Them niggas was done with Damian Lillard, respectfully.
Right.
Or New Orleans, I don't know. Injury problems, Zion eating too much burgers. If you want to put it on that, cool. I don't know what's up with them.
What's the point with
Utes,
C.J. McCollum and all that other talent they got, DeJounte and all them other guys? It
yeah,
ain't
I don't
just
know. They might be
Zion.
cursed. I'm not even gonna lie. They might
DeJounte
be cursed.
got a wrist injury in the beginning of the season.
Utah, they was just
Nah, he
competing a few
fractured his
years ago
hand,
with
Easy.
Donovan Mitchell, and now
Fractured
they
his
Yeah,
hand.
they just now entering they rebuild with them. They was and with Donovan Mitchell was helping them reach the playoffs, and now all of a sudden they dealing with marketing and them. So they kind of doing they rebuild fresh too. In
But
terms of the
Utah, I
East,
feel
bro,
like gonna
like
win more games than us unless they trade Laurie.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
in the end they'll win more games than us, even if it's just one,
I think
unless they
Charlotte
trade
can win
Laurie.
more. I think Charlotte can win more games than us.
Well, yeah, LaMelo was balling.
Charlotte and
No
Toronto should
Yo,
pun
not be
intended. You
anywhere
like what I
close.
did there?
yo,
LaMelo was balling.
I can't believe the Hornets are this bad this year. I thought the Hornets were going to
Charlotte,
break out a
Toronto, and New
little bit,
Orleans
man.
should
They
not
The
be
But
that
look,
problem
bad.
is that
y'all
the
was talking
reason
about
why
dealing
they
with
were that
Detroit.
bad is
Detroit
because
19 and
LaMelo missed
18.
a lot of time. LaMelo missed a lot of time. So
I said at the
Right.
beginning of the year Detroit should be a playing team. That was my
Yeah, I
expectation.
said the
Now
Yeah,
same
they're
I
gonna
thing.
said
start
I
that
playing.
said
make the
too.
this. I
playoffs.
said the
Yeah,
same thing. They should
Yeah,
have
they're
been. They
playing.
should
Cade
be
is
better right now.
valuable, and the pieces that they added in free agency with
if
Tobias
if
and
they would have got these vets last year, the Pistons probably would have been in the play-in. But they waited a year because management was just sucking so
But
badly.
to
So
give
they would have
context
been
though,
back
John,
there.
like I think Cade had to deal with the first season he got injured. Then the second season he had like season-ending surgery. So realistically, it should make sense that right now this is the most healthiest he's been. So for them to be this good
And
now
Cade
is
is a
not
dog.
surprising.
He
Well,
Nah,
the
but
is
team is
a
what
Exactly.
dog.
the
when
I'm
he
team is
went to
actually pushing for winning. The
I'm gonna say
team, the
this. Don't be
organization is
surprised.
pushing to win.
Don't
After
be
you get
They
Tobias
surprised.
pushing
Harris,
to
you should.
win. Yeah,
Don't be
well,
surprised if
I'll
Detroit
tell you
goes to
this: that
7-8.
20-game losing streak they went on last year, that's what made Kate Cunningham the guy he is right now. He went through probably the toughest adversity you can go through, losing all those games, and look how he is now. Like that shows you who real prospects are from the pretenders. If you can't go through adversity like that and then come out the following year like a badass, you're not a real legit prospect that people thought you were.
There's always one team where last season, if you see them do good, usually next season they make the jump. Like if you look at
Mhm.
Houston, they was 41 and 41 last year. Look where they're at now. Like there's
Right.
always a team that makes some jump. They be like, oh, okay, they was pretty decent. Orlando was one game away from a play-in.
Houston's young players, talking about Cam Whitmore, talking about Amen Thompson, talking about I don't like Jalen Green because he be doing weird stuff. But
Sengun, Tari Eason.
Sengun and Eason and dog, they are so stacked on young talent. They gonna be a problem for years to come. Amen Thompson is gonna be a superstar.
He could.
And he a
He
thug
has
too,
the
cause he just
potential.
threw Tyler Hero like he was a sack of potatoes across the court. Like, what up with it? You know what I mean?
Superstar.
Yeah, he gonna be a
He has the
superstar.
potential.
Amen
He
Thompson.
definitely has the potential to be.
If he can knock down that 3 out of 35 point clip,
And he has the
he gonna
athletic.
be a problem.
That dude can jump out the gym. Like
but
that man
Detroit ain't
is
gonna win
big.
no title.
Yeah, I don't see
But
that.
Not
yo,
I
for a
don't see
while.
but
that.
You're right
since
about
since
that.
we're
You're right
all
about
They're not
Brooklyn
that.
gonna
Nets
win
Dang,
the
fans in
title.
here,
Detroit
I
caught the
know they're not
stray.
gonna win the title no time soon. But since we're all Brooklyn Nets fans in here, I guess we wouldn't trade Cam Thomas for Amen Thompson, huh?
Right.
Whoa.
How many lottery picks they got on their team though? Detroit. How many?
Look,
A lot.
look.
A lot.
They got
No,
Jaden
priest.
Ivey, Duran, and
Well, I mean, hold on.
Let's
Jalen
take a look.
Duran, Kay Cunningham, Jaden Ivey,
and Jaden Ivey.
Asor Thompson, Ron
Asor.
Holland.
Ron
So
Holland
that's
was
what,
drafted this
5?
year, but yeah.
Yeah, that's 5 right there.
Yeah, but so that's 5. If you count Ron
But that's
Holland
what I'm
this year,
saying.
that's
I feel
5.
like
I
I feel
mean,
like
a
you guys
couple
don't
years ago.
understand though how a rebuild works. Like it's not supposed to be a 1-2 year turnaround always. We're in a
Yeah.
position
Yeah,
to be tanking.
rebuilds
We're
usually take 2, 3, 4 years.
so
Realistically,
How
Unless you
long is
get
the
that
Detroit
Donovan Mitchell
rebuild?
level
They
player,
rebuild was like
then you can
5
turn it
seasons.
around immediately.
That's over 5 seasons now with Detroit.
but
And they
Jimmy,
still not
point
even.
being though is that they're in a
but
You
hold
playoff.
on,
got
but
it. But
Dylan,
like
hold
LL
on, but
said,
Dylan, would you
K was
agree that
hurt a lot of those years. So
right,
they,
exactly, Kate was hurt for most of those
But
years,
what I'm
so
trying to
that's
say
why they
though
didn't
is
make
like
the
look,
jump.
they're doing
I know
the
what you're saying.
playing.
It don't
They're
take 1 or 2 years
they're
to
a far
rebuild.
away from
I
being
mean, if we
probably
drafted Dylan or Ace and they got hurt the first 2 years, then we would be in that same position because we won't
Right.
have the talent on the floor.
If you want to win a title, you're going to have to pick up free agents. You're going to have to.
But
Because the
hold on,
timeline keeps moving.
But the Knicks,
If you wait 5 or 6 years, that player that you drafted 6 years ago might not be the same player.
hold on, but hold on.
Wait, Scott, wait. Can I just make the point to Scott right there? Look who recently is going through that. Anthony Simons. How long has he been on Portland? 6 or 7 years. The guy now says he's got mental issues because he feels sad.
I would too if I'm in
Like, you don't want to
Portland.
wait that long to get bad mental. Like, you want to strike eventually. Hire his high.
But
I would too if I'm in Portland.
Hold on. Let me ask Dylan this. Let me ask Dylan this, right? So Dylan, would you agree that normally a rebuild does take probably I'll say 3 or 4 years.
I would say
at
4
best,
years.
right? 4 years, right?
Max,
But would you
if you
would
really
agree-
trying
No,
to.
not max.
So let's-
That's 4 years to complete the rebuild. There's a difference between completing your rebuild and being in a position to contend.
Right. So let me ask this, right? Do you think that in cases of, and there's special cases, but in cases in what you see right now with Wemby and with Luka, do you agree that depending on the player, if the player is progressing faster than you expected him to, and he has a talent that can at least
That
lead you to the
accelerates your
playoffs?
rebuild.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was getting to.
So wait, hold on. I was going to try and say this real quickly. There's a difference between a Utah rebuild and a Brooklyn rebuild. You have you have the opportunity to draft the players at the same rate. That's a fact. You could be number 1 overall pick Utah, number 1 overall pick Brooklyn, and it could be the same player. No difference. The difference is that Brooklyn has the market, Utah doesn't. It's the same thing with the Lakers. Say the Lakers have the number 1 pick compared to Brooklyn. The Lakers have the better market. They're going to be able to rebuild it faster. So the point is that, yes, Brooklyn can get this done in 2 years and be contending by 2027 if they do everything right. At the same time, though, why speed up the process when 9 times out of 10, you're likely not going to get out of the East? You have Boston that's going to be good for another 4 to 6 years. You have Cleveland that's going to be good for another 2 to 4 years. You have the Knicks who are probably going to be good for 2 to 4 years. Orlando who's coming up who could be good for the next 5 years.
The Knicks is probably depending on
Yeah,
injury.
It's like water. It flows. You don't know which way it's gonna go.
I think potentially if they on the right trajectory, I think Detroit can be up there too.
Well,
because injuries, you got
what
things that can happen.
What I'm trying to say though is this is the year that you go for the top 3 pick. I would.
Yeah, you go for your draft picks.
Yeah,
first.
you go for the top 3 pick. Say, let's just hypothetically say you land it. Now is the season next year where you can do the bullshit that we were trying to do at the beginning of the year. You want to win a couple of games, feel free. It's not necessary to get another top 3 pick. But,
no, it's not.
But
wait, Dylan, you don't want to tank next year?
No, you don't need to.
I
mean, you could.
I would love to, simply because I think AJ DeBansta is better than any player in this draft class. DeBansta is the next best prospect since Wemby, right? So it's like LeBron, Wemby. I would say DeBansta is right there. That's how good he is. So, like, say there's a world you can add Dylan Harper at pick 2 this year. I'm not high on Cam Boozer. I'm being honest. He reminded me of a lesser version of Paulo.
He's really good. Wait, Dylan.
I actually
Boozer's really good, man.
I like
actually
Boozer,
think
but the Banster is different,
the
man.
Banster is by far the best. There's no.
See, now this is the problem. This is the
I think
problem.
Peter's
When you
better.
start getting into that mouse trap, that wheel that spins, the hamster wheel, and start going on draft picks and projecting first round picks to be something, you're taking a chance. You're rolling dice.
But
I
think
mean,
about
they
it this
said
way.
they
You're
was talking about
rolling.
Wemby. They was talking about Wemby way before he entered the league,
Yeah, but Wimby is
and
still writing
look
his
what he
book.
doing.
But he's still writing his. They ain't gonna win no title.
They
You can't say
not
that
now,
if they
but
get
you can say that for every first
I
round.
mean,
LeBron ain't win a
if you're
title until
talking
what?
about this year,
His year?
but
Sixth
I'll
or
put it like
seventh,
this:
And he did what? What did he do when he came in the league? He left Cleveland
Yeah, but he
No,
left
but
to
what
win
I'm
a
saying
He
is,
left.
even
He left
what I'm saying
Cleveland.
is the
Wait,
generation
I'm
of
just saying he
prospects that
became
was
a free agent. He left Cleveland to win a
So
title.
Scott,
That's
but
why you
but
have
the
to. You
generational
have to
players
get.
don't win a ring early in
so hold on,
That's
Atlanta.
what
You
that's
So
what
Scott,
have
are
wait,
you
to.
hold
saying?
on, hold on,
Are
hold on,
you
hold on.
saying that
What I'm trying to
you
say.
don't think Wembanyama will end his career with at
I
least a
don't. No,
couple
I'm not saying
championships?
that. What I'm saying is, it's going to take time.
Somebody got a low echo.
If he sit at San Antonio for the next 5 to 6 years, it's going to take time.
But the
What I'm
way
trying
he's
to say though
playing,
is
they're
that
gonna have to rush that rebuild. Is what
Or
I'm saying. Like
or he go free agency.
But he's
what I'm
already
trying to say right now
Well, I'm
is
saying in 3 years
he's
he can
already
become a free agent, right?
what I'm trying
he's
to say is
already
you're comparing
attracting
Cleveland's
players to
market to
come to
San
San Antonio
Antonio's.
now.
Oh, okay. So if San Antonio can solidify that, then that'll happen quicker. But
Because
if
they
they
attracted
don't,
Harrison Barnes
it
and Chris Paul to both come there to play with him.
yeah, well, Chris Paul's on his way out.
I mean, but still, Chris Paul
I
went how
understand
he
what
went
you're
to San
saying. I
Antonio and
understand what
any
you're
other
when
saying.
you
player.
have a player who's top five in MVP talks and at 20 years old or
Second
21
year in
years
the
old,
league,
since he just second year in the league, he's already top five in MVP talks. Like this is
and he's
somebody
the
that
leader for
you
Depoy.
right. So for probably years to come. So the
Yeah,
fact of the matter is, when you have players like that, the talk about Wemby was talked about way before he was even in that draft. So
Right.
if you're saying that the Monster is going to be in that realm and he comes to the league and he actually proves it, like we all know these players got to come to
the
the league and
the
see what
Bansta
they.
has more polished 6'9" version of Anthony Edwards. That's him. What I was trying to say though is that you talk about taking risks on draft picks, but realistically, you're talking about taking the risk on free agents. These free agents, they don't become
Yeah.
stars. They have to get drafted first. Look at the last 4 draft picks that Brooklyn was unable to pick because they traded the picks away. Damian Lillard,
Yeah.
Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Reed Shepard. We don't know about Shepard yet. Damian Lillard, solidified Hall of Famer. Jason Tatum, Hall of Famer and champion. Jaylen Brown, champion. All of the picks that we have given up have turned out great. Why would we not want to take the risk in selecting our own player, which puts us at our own future? Like that gives us our future. Hit or
Yeah.
miss,
I mean,
we haven't seen that route in Brooklyn ever, and we haven't seen it in Nets history in over 20 years. The last time that we picked in the top 3 was
I
Derek
agree.
Favors.
Derek
And
Favors,
we
yeah.
traded him that year for Darren Williams. The last
Right.
time before that was Kenyon Martin at 1, and what did that do for us? We made the finals twice.
Yeah, with Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean you
have to
I mean
draft
you
stars.
I'm just saying
Stars.
it's a combination of both.
Yeah,
You're gonna do both. You're gonna do both.
The blueprint's very simple. You draft one
This
or
is
two.
why we have.
stars.
This is why we have cap space in picks, bro.
Right, exactly.
You know?
You have to mix both.
Yeah,
you have
no,
to.
no, I'm not doubting that. I'm saying though, for 9 times out of 10, you have to
win a
draft
title.
you have to draft your 1 or 2 stars, and you have to sign or trade for that 3rd star. That's how it always works. Look at Boston.
The way you're making it sound like as though the draft is the star. Actually, the star is the star. The draft is the Robin.
But you have to draft the star. Like meaning like
you
like
create
9
a
times out of
star.
10 yeah, but look at it this way, right? Miami. LeBron was the superstar that they went for. But
He was
they
a
had
superstar.
drafted Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was their star. Right? Look at Denver, for example. Nobody thought Jokic would be a superstar, but they drafted their superstar. They
I'm not
drafted
gonna lie
Jamal
to you,
Murray
Dylan.
2
But
years
I'm
ago.
be honest with you, and when you look at
Jokic is an
LeBron's
exception.
situation, he went into Dwayne Wade's superstardom.
No,
Dwayne
no,
Exactly,
Wade
but
was already a.
they
no,
still but they
He
drafted.
went there to win a title.
no. Real quick, real quick. Not the sidetrack, but real. What it sound like to me, I hear you with the star point, but what it really sound like, you just need somebody to really take a pay cut to make everything work.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but when was the last time that
Some,
buying your,
some,
your,
yep.
your super team won?
No,
Heat
no, no.
failed.
I'm not saying
Heat
buy
failed.
the
The
whole
Clippers
team.
failed.
Like you
Right?
can't have 3 superstars.
No,
That
you
was a
have to
bad
draft 1 or
move.
2 of your stars.
That's a
That's
bad
what's
move because
bad.
you deplete your. You need to draft and then get a player of stardom or star power on your team. You need that
Well,
in
So
this
so
league.
so so make
Like,
so make
Not
this
just
a
not 3
so
or
make
4
this
of them.
no,
a
no, no, not 3 or
scenario
4,
then.
but like
Let's
1 or 2
Hold on,
and
hold
then
on,
go for the third
hold
you
on,
star.
need
hold on.
what you need to do is to draft a piece that's going to become a number 2 or number 3 legitimate on a winning
I would
team.
say 1 or
On a
That's
2.
what you
winning
need to
team.
do.
I
Like,
give you that, Leaf.
I
Yes,
would
you
say
Hold on,
could
1
do
or
hold
2.
on,
that. You could do
hold
it
on,
that way, Leaf.
hold on, y'all. 36 people watching. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. We 2.5 hours in. Hit that sub button. Hit that
I
like
gotta be up at
button.
fucking 8. Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ.
was about to say I'm fit to close out. Uh, and yo, dope panel tonight, man. Dope show tonight. I want to say I appreciate all the Nets fans sticking together during this tanking season or whatever y'all want to call it. You know what I'm saying? This shit is tough, man. This shit is
Yeah.
tough, man. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all. We ain't always agreeing, but long as we respectful, we can respect each other. We good, man. We good. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
back with more content. Excuse me. If y'all wanna, you know what I mean, some different content, y'all can let me know. You know what I'm saying? Probably try to do some music content with Easy and Big Priest. I don't know. Leaf probably with it too. Scott maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Word. We definitely gonna
Yeah, Leaf,
talk.
you got to get back over there on that playback, man. We got a new thing going up. You heard me?
Leaf in the Matrix right now. I don't know what's going on with him.
He gonna watch this for the. He gonna
He's
do
in,
the
he's
playback.
fully in the
Matrix.
Matrix right now. Yo,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yo, man, I still can't believe Banned from TV lost, but that's a whole different topic for a different day, yo.
All
That
right.
shit crazy right
Yo,
now.
again, I want to say, my prayers go out to California, and
Right.
that's crazy. Like me being from New York, I can't imagine no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So my prayers go out to y'all. I wish y'all safety, yo, for real. But on that note, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man, and pray for California. Even in California, Nets fans is the best fans. Uh, Realistically, man, it's no funny part of this, man. That's a serious matter. And I really do pray for them, man. Seriously. I'm out, y'all. Peace.
All right.
Uh-huh.